All right, man.
Look.
No, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I know that. But I like a closer view.
Of who? You?
Of us. Like we on the show, bro.
Welcome. Yeah, we're the show. Ain't fucking nobody over there.
You could have done all this before we went
You just
live.
said that, and I was fine with it the way it was.
No, I just want to be professional.
Yeah, it is.
I just want to be professional, man.
That ain't got shit to do with profession.
I ain't know we was going live like this. I ain't even got nothing queued up. All right, it's cool.
Hold on, we not live yet.
You hit the live. It's a whole live in the corner.
Oh, we live. What it do? We about to go live.
I mean, I was trying to hide the lampshade at the top.
The lampshade.
It's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool, man. It's cool.
In every video.
It's cool.
Now we want to hide the lampshade.
Man,
I
have the camera close for a reason, bro.
That some bitch that close.
Yeah.
I can't see.
What you mean you can't see?
To get in there.
What you mean you got?
I'm cockeyed, man. I don't want to be looking cockeyed.
Dog, what you mean you ain't got to look at the camera, dog?
That means we never make eye contact when we make eye contact. We good.
All right, man. Well, thanks for being professional. This is Men Lives Matter episode. I don't even want to do it open. I'm just gonna start the podcast on a cold open.
You better not. Start this shit like we gonna come in and talk
because he ain't got nothing ready. He finna walk up and leave. We live on video.
We live on video.
So we gonna have 3 minutes of like live video where we ain't had no.
Start the show.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is like unprofessional, dog.
It is not. You ain't starting the show.
Stop. This is my side.
I can't hear.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you gay? I was just doing this.
See what I'm saying? We could we do all this stuff before we hit the live button. But that's cool, man. We good. Because now it's already on. You can't. I don't know why you try to mess with it. It never goes off. I know. All right. So let me set all this up. Let me get us all on the podcast. I mean, hell, yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Now I am all the way in the hole. I could not hear.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to do this stuff off air.
There we go. No. I can hear now.
I mean, it'd be good to do it off air where it's like,
So we are sitting here.
3 minutes in. All right, be quiet. I'm about to start the pod. Indianapolis.
And you're listening to AK-40 something.
Yeah!
Oh, you gotta give it that hawk to it. Spit on that thing.
Give me that hell yeah! Hell yeah! It's your boys, AK-40 something, men of a certain age, coming to you live on YouTube
on this October 17th
and on Facebook.com. It's your boy.
I don't think Facebook is .com, is it?
It's .com on the website. Hey, I'm your boy AGZ sitting here live with Big K Sunset, man, coming to you from the Hall of Champions at Club Dub, man. So what's been good, man?
We are here by the grace. I'm just gonna say that, by the grace.
By the grace, man. This week, man, hopefully, man, it'll be a better show this week, yo.
Definitely. I mean, there's no alcoholic beverages present. There are no gremlins, so you guys can see us live and present and correct.
Far away, though, but I mean,
it's not far away. It's far away to him.
I mean, and what's crazy, man? We all got jobs on the show.
Yep, and my job is to do what the hell I do, not to have you critique it.
No, do what the hell you do is like number one. Like I would normally I ask you, hey man, have you checked the
on here, ain't we?
Check the Facebook because you in charge of Facebook.
It's all up there. Oh wait,
yeah. But are we live on Facebook? See, we got jobs to make sure because we don't have.
Listen, your boy ain't got no damn phone right now, so I'm just trying to make it work.
You got. I mean, you for sure got a phone.
This is not a phone. I'm on Wi-Fi.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Let's see. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. And yes, anybody who knows, I have not gotten a mic stand as of yet, but I will be getting one soon.
But if you also don't eat,
Hush up. But I will be getting a mic stand soon.
One day.
All right, we are good to go, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We definitely appreciate y'all. Man, so it has been a we are also watching my New Orleans Saints play against the Denver Broncos. Former head coach Sean Payton, man, is in the building. He came to the stadium about 5 hours early to brush elbows and to let us know what it is, you know, and how he been, and just to shake babies and kiss hands, man. So just give a shout out to Coach Payton out there.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, man. So name of the day's episode is Men Lives Matter Part 2. So I just want to say in advance, this is going to be a show dedicated, man, to the men who don't have a voice, man. And I know a lot of people, so you know, a lot of people, when they hear that, they get triggered for some reason. I don't know. It's funny, anything concerning men seems to trigger people. Like I'm not saying
that's on both halves, but absolutely.
You know, but I you know, and I'm gonna get into the conversation I had with a gentleman this week at work at one of my accounts, man. It really prompted me to have this episode, as you know, hearing his story and hearing what he went through. You know, he's another man that's a part of the divorce tribe and things that he's going through. And it's like, I just told the brother, man, like, dog, you ain't alone, man. Like, we out here too, bro. Like, right. You know, it don't make no sense why we go through the things that we go through. Some of it's self-inflicted, some of it's not self-inflicted, some of it's the games we play. But also, man, you're not alone, man. And there's a lot of men like you out there that want to do right. You know, situations they was in didn't work, but it seems like no one cares about what they're going through. So,
because I mean, as we just found out just moments ago, man, you know, regardless of the world as we see it, you know, we have to take accountability for the world we're in.
Right.
That's so funny, man. Head coach of the New Orleans Saints was actually the assistant coach for the New Orleans Saints. That is crazy. When they went to the dance, man. This is gonna be a good game. And you already know Coach Payton already know his predecessors' weaknesses and strengths. So we're gonna see what happens. They probably down there in New Orleans getting some burl eggs right now. So give a shout out to all my peoples, man.
Yeah,
we love and miss y'all.
So, but yeah, you know what I mean. So I mean, that's the topic of the day. Then also we're gonna get into the peanut gallery. I got some brews and reviews.
Hey man, I just want you to know, man, something that's real profound that's going on right now. Things have been so fluent because, as you just tried to ask, the Facebook is straight, is good, is shared on all platforms, and also we have a share button on there. So there's nothing that needs to be maintenance or updated. We better than good. So we are getting a full 4K view of your boys at Club Dub, man, and we are doing what it do.
Yeah, you know, so like I said, we're gonna get into some brews and reviews. I got some with that. This is why we don't do the show on Thursdays, because there's gonna be a bunch of that going on, but it's okay.
I mean, it's my team, man.
It's live.
If it was the damn Bears, you go to hell.
No, we wouldn't be doing the show. I literally said yesterday, hey man, you ready to do the show today? No, we do it tomorrow. Okay, well that's on you.
Yeah, but that was, but I take that.
That was on you.
I don't not hold that.
Yeah, so when the Bears playing, you best believe ain't no show on Thursday.
But I just knew what the kind of shellacking it was going to be. You know, I got $50 against the Saints today, so we're going to see what happens. I mean, 50 that pays off if I get one touchdown, but $50 turns into $475. So we'll see.
So you know, but yeah, so we're gonna get into that. I definitely got some brews and reviews that I want to get into. The Krabby Patty meal at Wendy's.
Oh, the Krabby Patty, man. Hey, man, hold on. What about that?
Bruh.
Anybody remember that McCormick's pure ground black pepper?
What about?
The one that your mama and my mama.
Yeah.
We are that old.
Bruh. I'm going to go ahead and get into it real quick.
And
man.
Victor Newman is still a vampire.
The Krabby Patty meal at Wendy's, bro.
What about it?
Fire. I don't know what the sauce.
It's the new secret Krabby Patty
I
sauce.
don't know what the Krabby Patty sauce is.
Mm-mm.
Hey, but it's epic. It's epic, bro.
Mm-mm.
That Krabby Patty sauce. I don't know what the sauce is, but it is good. I have been delivered. You know,
But it's just a burger, wasn't it?
I mean, of course it's just a burger, but it's all about the sauces now. And I mean, Wendy's do got one of the best burgers as far as a fast food restaurant.
Man, the only thing I used to hate about Wendy's, man, give a shout out to my great auntie, my nanny, Mildred. She used to always take me to Wendy's, her and my grandpa Zenith, man, and give me a chocolate
What's
shake.
his name? Zenith?
Like the TV?
That's a great, no, that's Zenith.
Yeah, that's it. But it's Zenith.
Zenith is a great name.
Yeah, that's it. Zenith like the TV, bro.
No. Zenith or Zenith?
Again, I got black mouth.
So
Burrow eggs.
wait.
It is spelled the same way. ETH.
So his name is Zenith.
Yeah,
You said Zenith.
that's the hell they call him.
Okay.
My name is Kenyon, but I am pronounced Kenyon.
The Genius is a genius name. yo.
Yeah, it was.
I rock with Genius. Matter of fact,
He
if I-
smoked his Philly blunts every
if I had
day.
a son, I would name him Zenith.
I almost would too.
Zenith Jones, yo.
Oh, that's some trash.
Zenith Jones. I like that, yo.
Yeah, I would not have named any child of mine Zenith Sincere. Now, if it was a girl, I might have.
So Zenith is a dope ass name.
Yeah.
And spell it with an X too.
Oh, no. Yeah. We're like, yeah, Warrior Princess, but
Yeah,
no.
I'll spell it with an X too. Like, yeah, that'd be hardcore, yo. But anyway, yeah, that Krabby Patty Brews reviews, man. I get.
When did you have that, man?
Today. It gives
Wait, hold on. So you had one today,
0 brews.
and you ain't bring nothing for your boy?
I worked and had lunch, bro. Like,
Oh, you didn't say that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
What you mean? Like,
I
I
thought you
gotta
was having
declare
that on
like
the
we
way
girlfriend,
home.
but at least I can talk
Dog,
about
I know I went somewhere just to run and get
Dog,
dog food.
you
Didn't
saw-
I bring your boy something to eat? Did I bring my boy something to eat?
But
Did I bring you something
yeah,
to eat?
you did.
Thank you. Dear.
But did I not make you ham and cheese sandwiches? here
Oh,
on the
you
grill?
did. And that shit had damn laced doggone fentanyl or something.
Matter of fact,
I woke up 6 hours
boy.
later from a ham and cheese sandwich on the grill with an egg on it. Them eggs had salmonella or some shit in it.
They able to sleep, but yeah, man. So yeah,
For 6 hours, they put me to sleep on Saturday, I think it was. I missed the whole day
Yeah.
sleeping. You know, granted, folks was doing their thing, but I was here out.
yeah, yo. So I mean,
I woke up and it was cold in the room. The sun was gone
The sun was gone.
on a beautiful day.
That was Sunday. Yeah, we watched the game.
That was college. That was
That was
Saturday.
Saturday
Because
night.
Colorado and then LSU
Yeah,
or vice versa.
yeah. That joker was knocked
That
out.
boy do remind me of a young Mahomes.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. So I mean, the Krabby Patty meal, man. I'm telling you, it is a delicious that sauce, man. Whatever that sauce is, it got like a little tangy spice to it, man. It is. They came with it with that, yo. So and also another brewing review. I'm way late to the party because this show was out in 2023. But Rabbit Hole, man. If you got
What channel is that on?
if you got channel, what year is this?
Shut
If you,
your ass.
if you got Paramount Plus or you got whatever Fire Stick, whatever, however you get your movies, it's called Rabbit Hole. It's with Kiefer Sutherland.
Was it on Fox?
It was on CBS a while ago when they first came out. I don't
You know why? You know why? Rabbit Hole and Timeless. Those were two amazing shows. I
Yeah.
remember it now.
I mean, it is. It's one of the shows where
Yeah.
there's so much happening
Right.
at one time that you got to pay attention to. Like, there are certain things that you like. Wait a minute, what?
Right.
That might come back later on that you saw earlier in the first set.
That's
Might come
pretty-
back
that's
later to
pretty
play
amazing.
play an amazing part, dog. And it's pretty good so far. Like I'm on like episode 3 so far, and it's like it has got me locked in, man. Shout out to Big Brother. He didn't want to turn me on to it because I was watching The Citadel.
Oh, that's what is the new season
The
of that
new,
yet?
so here's
Did the new season
here's,
start?
here's the thing with the new season. It ain't connected to the old show.
Oh my God!
So this
What
what
is
they did.
going on?
So what they did was this first it was epic.
Yeah, epic.
This
Bro,
one
that moved me, man. That
Yeah,
relationship
yeah,
dynamic.
So then what they did on this one is like either this was the European version
Oh wow!
because it's a dub. I'm watching it. I'm like, why the sound kind of weird? They mouth kind of makes sense, but it don't.
Oh man!
So it's one of those, and it's like then it says season 1. I'm like, but we already had season, so this must be the European Italy version
Oh.
of the show.
Man,
it has, but it's the same. It's the same Citadel and the same.
if anybody is watched Citadel, please check on Google's for us to see what's going on with the happenings of the show, man. Man, the mic is sounding pretty good and crispy today.
We don't have the echo that was going on.
You know what? The gremlins were in effect. So reason why, aside from the old camp, the 2 swigs of old camp that put your boy there, but we had the Northern Lights, and we also had the Kokomo UFO sightings.
Kokomo, Indiana, yeah, man.
And it was just and the hurricane. So the Wi-Fi, aka when you become a man or woman of a certain age, you earn the right or respect to say shit wrong. The Wi-Fi was just in and out intermittently. I'm in and out, snoring, waking up. So
people talking about them. They talked about it.
Yeah, they did. I got a lot of reviews on that, but
yeah,
they were like, "Did he really just go to sleep?" Yes, I did. I mean, I just want anybody and everybody to know there are very few places in this nation or world that I can just safely and effectively close my eyes and be out. One is in the company of this cat, and 2 is with anyone that I know and love, man. Those are the only places that I can seek respite subconsciously. If I say I'm not going to sleep, I ain't going to sleep. If I know that it's on the line, I'm not going to sleep.
Why are you gay?
You go to hell.
Yeah.
I'm gay because gay stands for happy.
Happy.
Bruh, somebody, when the student film down the street, with the Flintstones, you'll have a good time. You'll have a gay old time.
I mean, you kind of mess up that whole song.
Hey, you know what the hell I was talking about? Remix. Yeah. So yeah, man, it was like happy old time on the Flintstones. Somebody was singing that shit yesterday, and I got halfway up the street. I had to call back to work, and I said, "Who the hell was singing the Flintstones?" That has been stuck in my head ever since.
Yeah, it's just one of them things, man. And so also, man, we're what 20 some days from the election, man. So
and just for y'all to know, man, it is a dual pajama wearing weather. It is official. Cuffing season is truly official. We are now at last night 39 degrees, man. It got chilly around this piece up in here.
Yeah, it got real cold, man.
So grab your girl or guy is the essential actual definition for cuffing season. And it is where you can be either the A, big spoon, or B, the little spoon.
Yeah, I'm always a big spoon, though.
I don't mind either way, man. The big spoon, as the big spoon, you get a boob in hand.
The boob in the hand, bro.
Like, I mean, but your boy got a 5.
A boob. You know what, man? I didn't know that sounded offended people. They don't like it.
Hold on one second.
They get mad when we hit it.
Hold on, I'm getting hot in here.
They always say, "Why you always talking about?" And or like y'all so childish. like you didn't know this? Like I don't understand. Like y'all understand? Like we are like no one said that we're professionals. We're not Walter Cronkite. We're not none of these peoples, man. We gonna sit over here. We are 2 fellas that sit back and have crazy conversations, that sit back and enjoy ourselves. That was the foundation of the show.
Absolutely.
Was basically, like, you know what, man? We had these. I mean, if the cameras wasn't rolling, if there wasn't a microphone in front of our faces, we would have these conversations. So it was like, yo, why not cut a camera on and have some microphone and just podcast it and see what happens, yo?
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're not psychiatrists, psychologists.
No, we're not trying to send messages.
We're not trying to send no messages to nobody. We're
having a good time doing what we do.
We just some guys that's been through some shit.
And those are the people that we are talking about. The people that have been directly or indirectly involved in why we are here and why we done
seen some shit. We done been through some shit. We won't talk about it.
That's it.
And guess what? We found out that other people have been through the same shit that we've been through.
And that is henceforth why the show is what it is tonight, man, because there are so many brothers, several people that I've also had the pleasure of meeting and not understanding what they've gone through. Give a shout out to old Damon over there around the corner at the old Silverback Lounge, man. He gave a shout out once to come out on the show and check us out, man. It is definitely D. Rossler, man. You know, shout outs to you, brother. We definitely look forward to having you on the show. He's one of our newest brothers in the D Club. Pause. I don't even know if I
The
like
man.
that.
Oh, well, I mean, the D Club. You in the
Yeah.
D Club?
Nah, I ain't in no D Club.
Why are you gay?
Not today, Satan.
You know what I'm saying? But
Never.
yeah.
You will not be performing any type of services on your boy.
So Keon, Sincere's part of the D Club.
Defensive line club.
Yeah.
How about that? Absolutely.
But nah, man. So
Yeah, but your boy also, man, he's now the new owner of the Silverback Lounge. And he let me know that because of his divorce, he was blessed and able to actually purchase your boy's crib from him. And so we connected on that level because I said, dude, because I got divorced, that's how you got the crib.
right. And he got the crib because he got divorced. Yeah.
So,
that's wild.
so we had a chance of hanging out and kicking it for a few minutes, man, over the past weekend. And just so y'all know, man, we definitely got some things going on right now that's gonna be great for the future. So just tune in. The Silverback Lounge will be on the air again soon.
Yeah, yo. So again, AK-40 something, men of a certain age, man. And again, coming to you live from the Hall of Champions. Y'all see the Bulls and the Michael Jordan Championship banners hanging up. No, we got the White Sox. We're ringing the White Sox. We got the Cubs.
I cannot
Blackhawks.
believe the mic stand is like doing what it's supposed to do.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why you keep like. Why is it that my microphone sits right here? I can talk in it, and I never have to touch it.
You know
at
what?
all.
I'm gonna try that.
You know, it just stays where it's supposed to stay, dog. Like I have no trouble, but it's like you over there fumbling, bumbling.
You know what? I there we go. Damn.
Yeah, it's
Man, look at that.
Yeah, it's just supposed to sit out the way where the camera can see us.
But
You
look
see-
what's starting to happen. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, because you pay the money.
Spend the money. Whether it be mic stands, microphones. I was speaking to a young lady at the gym, and she's in high school. They are on what's that fall break or whatever, and she overheard me and another guy talking about the show, and she's like, "Oh my God, you do podcasts? That's what I want to do." So give a shout out to her. I am blessing her with another microphone that I have to get her started. But like I told her, spend the money.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say this when it comes to podcasting and getting started. Yes, obviously there's certain essential things that you need if you want to take it to the next level
And be successful at it.
And some things that we haven't even gotten yet that we need. But
the personality is one thing that you can't get.
And also, man, I would tell anybody, if you want to do a podcast, just start it.
Just start.
Just start it on
All
your phone.
great things have a small beginning, man. And just start. That's it.
Get on your phone and just start talking.
Done.
That's it. Get on your
About
phone.
whatever's important to you.
Whatever's important to you, and then there are several different avenues. You got Podbean, you got Spreaker like we use, you got all these different websites that host your podcast that you can get out to the world. Hell, just go on YouTube and just start talking. But the whole point is for you just to start. Don't sit here and wait and say, you know what, I'm gonna do it one day and I got to get all this stuff going, or I got to get this, I got to get that. When the reality is, man, you don't need nothing, man. Just your voice. Get on here with your voice. You ain't gotta have no camera, so because like we didn't start doing with the camera. Like I really didn't want a camera. I just wanted to sit here and talk and do skits and do funny things and kind of have theater of the mind. But then he decided he wanted to add a video, so now here we are with videos, and it's cool. It added a different dynamic to the show. We got people that watch the show, and it's crazy. Like when people come in the room, they'll sit here and be like, "Oh, this is where you do the show from." You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy that like you don't think that like we actually on TV. Like we can go to YouTube right now and see us on TV,
which is pretty cool. I mean, pretty damn cool as far as what it is.
You know what I mean? So like the whole point is like just start. Like we didn't have no big budget, but the whole point, if you want to do something,
we pieced it together.
You just got to do it, man. And then as you grow and get ahead, you'll start adding more stuff. Don't compare yourselves to the Club Shay Shays or any of these athletic podcasts or the Joe Rogans. Like, don't compare yourself to those guys, because those guys are already famous. They got a ton. They got like 80 people sitting back. I ain't gonna say 80. They got like 10 people that you don't see off camera
and doing everything else. So they're in the studio
doing all this kind of stuff. What you see with us,
we at the crib.
you see everything sitting right here in front of us, and I'm sitting here pushing buttons, making sure things. So I'm the producer, the sound guy. He's the video guy. Supposed to be. He's the social media, reading all the messages. So we work this thing together to make sure that we got everything that we got going on, and it's just us doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, just do it, man. If you want to do it, man, don't be waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time is right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no time like the present.
Tomorrow never comes.
You know what I'm saying? It's always
man,
today.
that is so profound that you say that, man, because I've been thinking about it, as I've been dealing with some trials of life, and it wouldn't be life without them. But I've been thinking that, man, so many times we as people get wrapped up in what happened to us in the past. And then we also get wrapped up in the perception of tomorrow / the future, when the most important aspect each and every day when we wake up should be us being who we are in that moment and ensuring, for whether it be for self or family, that we are the absolute best versions of ourselves that we can be. Now, that counts for whether you're on a spiritual journey or you're on a universal journey or you're on a witchcraft journey, as my mama used to say, and she said it to one of my sisters, Sean. She said, no matter what, you be the best you could be. My cousin said, well, what if you want to be a prostitute? My mama said, you better be the best hoe on the street. So give a shout out to all you good hoes out there.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So like say on this journey, so like we get a lot of feedback from the show, and some is good, some is not so good, some is
it's just constructive criticism.
Some of it is just criticism,
and that's okay.
But understand this is like I tell people like this, man. Like when they ask us, well, why do y'all always talk about this, or why do you always talk about that?
Everybody.
So the thing that I say is, hey man, like ain't nobody force you to listen to what we talking about. Ain't nobody they got tons of shows out there. There's millions of podcasts. There's probably hundreds of thousands of podcasts out there, man. Probably millions of podcasts. Everybody in a podcast now seem like. Go find one that talks about the things that you want to talk about. It's our show. We're gonna talk about what we want to talk about. And again, I am not a doctor. I don't play like a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist, a psychologist. I'm not none of those ologists. I'm just a man that's seen some shit, talked some shit, and been through some shit. And so I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna speak on it. And what I found is, like I said before, a lot of people have been through the same things that I've been through. So we kind of have a kinship, so to speak, because we've been through similar things. You know what I'm saying? And so, I have people always talk about, well, you talk about women on the show a lot. I'm like, no, we talk about women because that's something that has affected our lives on the show, whether it's been in a positive or a negative light. It has affected us one way or another. And there's a lot of men that have been affected and impacted negatively when it came to women. I don't have no idea what he's over here doing. No, we're not drinking on the show tonight, though. What are you doing? Why you grab the liquor though? Why you grab that, man?
Only reason I grabbed this is because I just wanted y'all to know, and this was my brewing review. This is for the Kirkland's brand. Man.
No, they're not paying us, dog. Like, why you keep giving free shout outs? They're not paying a nickel to nothing that we got going on over here, man.
The Kirkland's brand.
And you grab some chips on the show. How about eat the cookies, man? Because chips.
Why that was for you.
No, I don't want that.
See what your boy do? Looking out for you, and that's Ruffles. That's your shit.
I know, because I bought it. That's why. It's because I bought this shit. Of course, it's my shit because I bought this shit.
I seen the Halloween cookie. It ain't no special cookies, is there?
No, man.
Okay, I gotta check. I had an issue where your boy made a mistake and picked up some gummy bears that was in his garage one night. And then just so be 3 years go by, I've never been drug tested at work. They called me that morning. Hey, you need to go get a drug test. I'm like, huh? Then I dug in my bag, found that gummy bear package, and it had marijuana leaves on it. And I was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah,
man, talk about sweating.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, he eating on the show. He do, like I said, we ain't
holiday cookies.
We ain't gonna never get no deal.
Amazing.
But anyway.
I'm working on that.
No, not doing what you're doing. No.
They like us for our raw and cut content.
No, that's today. They're like, hey man, you can't be doing that on the show. You can't be smacking on the show and all that kind of stuff.
I don't smack.
That's how you be here.
Man,
I'll smack.
Cussed out for that at home.
Yeah.
I'm closed though.
You ever have somebody, dog? Like I ain't gonna even say his name or even the place he have in my life, but this is one cat, yo. this joker would drink water. It just annoys me to no end. Because all I hear is, I'm like, oh my
hell
God.
no.
I'm like, I sit like, yo, man, like everything you do is just like cringe, bro.
No, we're not.
Like
doing that.
it is so bad. Like just
Were you here?
oh
like that?
my man, hear the water. I'm like, oh,
no.
that be the car with this dude. I'm like, yo, man, hey, man, you tripping, bro. Like, hey, man, that's too much, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, I know I don't drink water like that. When I drink water, it's pretty quiet. But it's like,
We're not doing that.
all these bodily sounds, man. Like, dude, how do you get a woman, yo? I swear it's like the first get in my mind. Like, if I'm annoyed, I'm a man.
Hold on, man.
And,
Wasn't it
and that shit annoys me.
wasn't it a gangster movie where a dude was doing that and he kept sticking his finger in the peanuts, then licking his fingers and shit? Then he driving, and all of a sudden the dude pops him in the back of the head. It's like, you know what? I hated that motherfucker. He's always licking his fingers, putting his fingers in my damn peanut. That's the way they used to be. This is what took the mob down, I believe.
Man, like it's just I don't know. Certain people just have these tendencies, man, to just annoy you to no end, man. So, like I ain't gonna even say like nothing because it might get back, but like that drives me insane, bro. There's a couple things like with me that I can't stand. Is one of the things is redundancies, man.
Okay.
That shit drives me insane. From like, especially at work, because I had these questions like, yo, why do we got to take 9,000 steps when I know that in my everyday life it takes one step? If I'm in sales, which I am, I feel like when the customer says yes, it should be hit the button, sign here, pay here, activate schedule. That should be like done. You sign here, right? You sign and then you pay from the same place, but you don't. So you sign here, then you got to go over here, close this out, open this up.
No.
It's like, what are we doing? Like, why is there 90 steps?
Because it's called busy work. People need a job.
It's oh my God, like what are we doing? Then it's like I got to do like all of this stuff should be in one central location. Everything should be in one spot to where we can do all of this stuff and get done. And things be efficient. I'm all about efficiency. Be efficient. Like we're not doing 6, 7, 8, 9 different steps because to me, the more time you give people to think, you give people more time to change their minds on stuff. Yo.
That buyer remorse sets in.
The buyer's remorse sets in, man.
Damn, that's $5,000 to remove that damn squirrel.
You know what I'm saying? Which is it's not to remove the squirrel. It's a little bit more steps than that, but essentially, yeah. But I just, you know, and then or in life, like you on the phone, it's like you keep having me, like you ask for my information, I give it to you. Did you transfer me? The other person go on the phone, ask me for the same information. Like dog, don't you have this?
I am literally over this bullshit. I'm just gonna let the AT&T guys know that y'all ain't shit.
Dog, I don't
I've
understand.
been dealing with it for 3 weeks, telling the same thing to each person that asks for your information, your account information, and your phone number. So, and your passcode. So they have the information to access your shit. So therefore, don't ask me another question until you read a note and get back to me as far as your solution, because I clearly have a problem because I'm contacting you, sir.
But it's that. But it's like I'm gonna transfer. Okay, well, what's your name and for verification? Like, what you need to verify?
It was already there.
I'm the same.
I'm the same person.
I'm the same person you transfer. I'm the same person you didn't transfer me to. Why am I still giving you all the information? Okay, then tell me what's happening. Is the call recorded? Like, why am I continuing to repeat myself over and over and over? Now you see how people get frustrated. It's like, yo, is anybody listening? Why am I giving you my social security number 7 times on the phone when it should be on my account? Yeah?
Every time it should be on my account. So that means that the information doesn't change, man. And that's the biggest problem with all of this bullshit. Then, if say LGZ lets me use his phone to make a phone call and contact AT&T about my phone that clearly does not work, they're going to bring up his account information based on what the caller ID shows. And when I give them my passcode to my phone and account, they'll say that's the wrong passcode.
I'm not calling about my phone. I'm calling from a different phone, obviously.
So do everybody need a damn? That's what's gonna happen. Home phone's gonna come back in style again, y'all. because that's what it is. Is that a moose knuckle? That's what it is. That's gonna happen, man. It definitely is so frustrating, especially when you've been dealing with something for over 2.5 weeks that can simply be resolved. And he heard it. Well, sir, you're just one out of 1 million that this had to have happened to.
Well, I mean, that's just you in general, man.
Yes, it's the universe. But, and we do have a special clip for you guys, man. It's starting to resonate with me. It is truly starting to resonate with me. If anyone's ever seen Bruce Almighty 2, please check it out. I believe what's his name?
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman and main actor.
He wasn't talking to him.
He was talking to the lady in there.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, that's who the main actors and actresses were. What's his name?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. So, I mean, it is so profound, man. That is where we are as men of a certain age, man. It's realizing that everything does not and doesn't always have to be within your control or your grasp of the why. I think it's Psalms. Please, somebody, don't quote me. I'm paraphrasing. But one of the books in the Bible, your boy has read it a couple of times. It states, for my understanding, or bless me with understanding, or the ability to discern the fact that I don't need to understand. It is just the way it is because that's the way God made it or intended it to be. So something to that effect, if anybody knows, man, yeah, we know damn well the Saints ain't going to pull it off today. Bo Nix. I'm glad that is not a name for the ages. Bo Nix.
That actually is a pretty cool name.
Bo Nix. Nix.
Yeah, Bo Nix. So we're gonna play that clip for you.
All right.
God told him to do it. What do you do with that?
Sounds like an opportunity. Let me ask you something. If someone prays for patience, you think God gives them patience? Or does he give them the opportunity to be patient? If they prayed for courage, does God give them courage, or does he give them opportunities to be courageous? If someone prayed for the family to be closer, do you think God zaps them with warm, fuzzy feelings? Or does he give them opportunities to love each other?
That's real, bro.
That's so profound, especially in the temperature of today in our lives, as far as how things have gone, for the past, few years. It has truly been a journey, man, a roller coaster. I can tell you guys exactly where me and this guy were 4 years ago today, man, on October the 17th. And it's history because it's now his story and it is behind, and tomorrow is still a mystery, which will be my story, but it's all about today.
You was going somewhere with that? I thought you were going to tell everybody where we was at or something.
No, it was all about today, brother.
That story went absolutely nowhere.
It wasn't supposed to be,
No, but you said, when you tell people, man, 4 years ago today, I know exactly where we were. And then you don't say where we were. That's kind of like empty. People wait for the climax of the story. You just was like, yeah, man, I know exactly where I was yesterday. Yeah. So
we give no power.
But you brought it up.
I did, just because it was today and I was with you. That was the moral of the story, bro. I was with you 4 years ago today, man. I appreciate you for staying with your boy through the ups, the downs, the hills, the valleys, through the screams, the yells, the cries, the bullets, through the stab wounds, cigarette burns. If we ever get our own strip club, it will be named Real Chicks.
That's funny.
Cigarette burns, bullet wounds, stretch marks.
That's
girl ain't scared to make it holla for $1. Real Chicks.
What's funny. That'll be your section. My section gonna be a lot different than your section.
Lies.
No, ain't no lies, bro.
Lies.
No, it's clear we have clearly different taste in women, which is fine.
No,
We're not. No, yes, we do.
I don't even know where the T button at.
We got one thing in common. outside
And
of
skinny
that,
girls don't have none.
who?
Skinny girls don't have none. They're paid for, dog. Paid for. Listen, big girl with big boobs is like a
Don't
skinny
get
dude with
mad at
abs.
me, nigga. I'm here telling the truth.
Bro, that is not true.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, it's rarity.
I never said it
You
was.
got erasers.
I didn't-
Like, what the
I
hell
didn't-
is that?
I didn't
I'm
say.
talking about
First
chocolate
of all,
dip
first of all, we gotta stop. I never said. I never said
bias.
skinny chicks. I never
Thank
said
you.
skinny.
All right.
I never said. I said slim thick is what I said.
There's no such thing.
In your world, it's not.
You're gonna have to start showing me pictures. All right, this is slim thick. I'm like, okay.
I
I need examples.
I'm gonna give you some examples off air.
All right.
But yeah. So anyway, real quick, man. So, hey, I know. So the name of this episode is Men Lives Matter, man. We definitely will get into that in a little bit. However,
what led you to that?
I'm gonna get into it. To my guy, I ain't gonna say his name. I don't know if he wants his name out there.
Right.
But this is season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that joint. Was
The
pretty
she
good.
line?
The lioness, yeah.
Yep, you know what I'm
So,
talking about.
real quick, man.
How many women?
Ladies, I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor, yo.
Stop choking, man.
No. I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor. And to those who are listening, yo, I ain't gonna say all because I get in trouble when I say all. A lot of y'all say this shit, yo, and it's
What's that?
it's ridiculous.
What is it, bro?
And one of the things is when y'all say things like, I'm gonna put that thing on you, how you put a ring on it. I'm thinking to myself, like, it can't be that good because no one has put a ring on it yet. Like, no one.
Oh my God, man.
Like literally no one has put a ring on it. So it can't be that good if no one puts a ring on it.
Ooh, touche. So don't be making fake
Don't-
promises.
Don't say
sell wolf
don't say
tickets.
I'm gonna give you that good that I'm gonna give you the whole
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too.
Hey, I got a question.
and had you ready to get married. I'm like,
Wait.
obviously it ain't that good because no one has married you yet.
I'm confused. Let me ask this question, and maybe you know the answer. You're gonna have to Google it on the interwebs. What is a pillow princess? I thought that was a good thing. I didn't know that was a derogatory term.
No, a pillow princess is a woman. God damn, this is funny. I had literally looked this up like 2 days ago.
There you go, boy. That's
So
how the universe works with us.
No, I am not. Literally 2 days ago, I
That's
looked this
how the
up.
universe works
So
with
a
us.
pillow princess, I looked this up, is a woman that seeks more pleasure than giving pleasure, typically from another woman.
What?
Yeah, pillow princesses.
That's not like a
No,
lazy in the bed woman with a man. Even
she prefers to receive pleasure than give pleasure.
I mean, but all right. Well, what if the happenstance if she just like incapacitated and this can't function after you done?
Well, yeah, but I'm just. I
don't think that's a pillow princess.
I'm telling you what the definition was.
Oh, got you.
That's what it said. It's a woman that prefers to. It says she prefers to receive pleasure.
It's the preferring
Yeah,
of not.
yeah.
Oh, you gonna take care of me? Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I prefer to be taken care of rather than give you whichever you need.
So used in the proper text or sentence would be, "I'm not a pillow princess."
Right.
Got you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I just didn't understand what that
A
meant.
pillow princess is pretty much lay there, eat this shit, and all right, you're done, leave. Like that's a pillow princess.
I will piss in your face.
I mean, I've done that.
If anybody know, you know. If you've ever taken a shower with either, I just want you to know, man, that warm water hit. Yes, we do piss on you. Forever, as a man of a certain age, I want y'all to know you have been pissed on. R. Kelly didn't start it.
I don't know why. I don't know why it was
Not in your face, but you've been pissed on quite often. I am sorry. I think shower time is one of the most intimate times.
I don't.
Man, I love it, brother.
Because I mean, it's two things will happen. Either I'm in the back freezing my ass off.
No. Oh, that's because he like 9 foot tall. So he assed out, Andre.
Or number two, the water is scalding hot.
Oh, that should take your skin off.
Take your skin like that. Now, one of y'all, you know what? I figured out why women cold so much. Number one,
because they're so hot.
Y'all tan, y'all lay in the sun, so your pores stay open. So when the second any shade hits you, freezing. Number two, y'all take the most hottest showers on the planet. Like my skin melt when I get behind the shower behind y'all sometimes.
Hey,
man.
D. Rossler, you know what? I'm gonna just say you can kiss my whole ass and F your couch, man. You know, have fun in that shower in the master bedroom, dog. That was the most firm water pressure on the planet in my life of lives. And me and the plumette, used to have to work on the plumbing quite often to ensure, dude, just so you know that you don't know, in your shower, everyone, there is a cartridge behind there. No matter how, long you've had the shower, if you've noticed your water pressure is so light, you're supposed to replace the cartridge that clears out all the scald and the hard water and the whatever that other stuff is called that's in there. What is it called, man? The stuff that the calcium build up in the lines, that's built up in your cartridge. That separates the hot from cold. So when it builds up in the cartridge, it restricts your water pressure. When you change that out in an older home, instant damn fire shower. Whoosh, oh man. And
also, man, another tip, man, that we're gonna give is if you got one of those glass shower doors, all you gotta do, spray some Rain-X on it.
Spray some Rain-X on it. Now, that's after you've already put the anti fog stuff on it, and you pretty much get it off with a little bit of elbow grease, as Gwen Sincere would say. Man, y'all got a lot of stuff on that iPhone. With a little bit of elbow grease, you go ahead and get all that off. And then after it's done, you use a squeegee. Then you spray the Rain-X and leave it on.
Leave it on there. And then
So, I mean, because your boy, he's helped me out. We did sell the Silverback Lounge, man. And basically, with the help of a couple of cleaners and also a couple of plumbers and a couple of hot tub pool experts and housekeeper extraordinaires, man, we got it done, got the home ready to be sold and put on the market. And so it is what it is. And the moral of that story is that life ain't always fair. You don't always get what you're supposed to get, but it's more than you woke up with. It's something that I think I've adopted as my phrase, the pays of life. And it has helped me identify, be grateful and thankful that you have anything.
Yeah, man, life is always unfair. But real quick, man, I'm going into the YouTube. We're going into the YouTube files. Again, Sincere has not seen these videos. This first one's a little longer in the tooth, but I'm going to play it, and I'm about to blow Sincere's mind with this one. So take a listen.
125 years ago, Coca-Cola was doing the math on its sales.
Minus the
I
cocaine.
believe by that point it had already abandoned the cocaine content. It was just cola at that point. But once you name something cocaine cola, how do you ever walk back from that? You know what I mean? It's too good of a name. So they noticed something. People bought Coca-Cola in the summer, a little bit in the fall, a little bit in spring, not in the winter. People didn't think of it as a winter drink. So the Coca-Cola advertisers were like, well, wouldn't it be great if we could somehow trick people or convince people or talk people or coax or whatever, brainwash people into drinking Coca-Cola in the winter too. So here's what Coca-Cola advertisers came up with. They thought, what if we somehow worked Coca-Cola into Christmas?
Wow.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Christmas is such a big deal. Not back then. Back then, Easter was the big deal. Christmas was important. People would go do mass to commemorate Christ's birth, but everybody's bored. The real interesting thing is to be killed, executed, and then come back 2 days later. That's fascinating, which is why people had focused on Easter. So what the Coca-Cola advertisers did was they found a saint who was about to be decanonized, Santa Claus. The Catholic Church was like, he hasn't performed a miracle in a while, let's unemploy him. They grabbed him, they merged him with the story of Saint Nick, and then somebody got inspired. And the inspiration was to merge him with Kris Kringle. Kris Kringle was a Danish thief whose job in the day was a chimney sweep. He could pop his shoulders out and he could fit down a chimney. He would rob your house and then work his way back up, but you'd have a clean chimney. And they merged this together, but they then took St. Nicholas out. He was usually portrayed as a young man and skinny young man in green and brown clothing. They stuck him in Coca-Cola colors, red and white. They even decided to give him some pink in his skin to keep the Coca-Cola colors going. So they made him an old man so he could have white hair. And then they stuck him on the bottom. That's why periodically you'll see Santa Claus on a Coca-Cola bottle or a Coca-Cola can around Christmas time. Because they made him up. And they transformed Christmas. So instead of Christmas being an important event, but not an especially emotional event, an especially involved event necessarily. I mean, there were nice traditions around it, stockings and maybe a Christmas tree. They turned it into this thing where all of a sudden this mythical being who drinks a lot of Coca-Cola is bringing you presents. I guess that's how he stays up so late, because think about how many hours it would take to bring presents to everybody. And in the process now, the average Christian in the United States at least thinks Christmas is the important Christian holiday. And it's forced other religions to think about what holiday they could promote during that time period, like Hanukkah. Hanukkah was never especially important. I mean, it's important, but not like, you wouldn't evolve like a whole bunch of time and energy and effort around it. But then, right, if you're Jewish and you're like looking at your kids going, we wish we had a Christmas tree, you need something to compete with this. And the next thing you know, there's a Kwanzaa, because of Coca-Cola advertisers trying to get you to drink more Coca-Cola. They've changed our religion, they've changed our culture, they've changed us economically. So you can imagine what happens when you have a government deliberately thinking about these things.
Man, dude, anybody that's over the age of 80,
Bruh.
y'all gonna have to hit us up. Your boys got some questions for y'all, man.
Bruh.
Talk about mass manipulation. Dude, so I'm thinking back to when it was just so simple. Or you watch that movie, Christmas Story. That's kind of the Christmas I remember. Yeah, we are almost that old. Those are the Christmases we remember. It was simple, man. Your tree looked like the Charlie Brown tree, basically, and you was happy. You put the little strings of, I don't know what you used to call that stuff on there.
Yeah, the little silver stuff.
The green, silver, gold, the little strings on there. That's all you put on that shit.
That shit get everywhere.
And get everywhere, and you throw the damn tree away. Then you put it.
Wow.
You put what, man? Wait a minute. Like, can you Google when was Coca-Cola first? I think it's been 100 years.
He said 125 years.
Dude, so in 125 years, the masses have been manipulated into
man.
believing.
It's all marketing, man.
Good marketing, bad science, zero history.
Dog, good marketing, man. So they marketed. Christmas was a marketing ploy,
mass
man.
produced the marketing ploy
Kris
based
Kringle
on utilizing
was a Danish
patron saints and Danish thieves.
They could dislocate his shoulder.
Kris Kringle, dog. Do you know how many cartoons we watched as kids?
Dog.
That they talked about that Saint Nick, Kris Kringle.
Kris
Come
Kringle,
on, Chris. I remember that.
The dislocated shoulder to go down your chimney and rob you, and then go back up your chimney.
He had to be black.
Go back up your. He was Danish. Go back up your. Go back up your chimney, but your chimney will be clean. That's what they call it, a chimney sweep.
Ooh.
I mean, like, what? And it took these stories and merged them together, and created Santa Claus.
But
man.
the Gen, whatever the hell their names are, those fools will never believe it. Oh no, this has always been the way.
Dog, that's the whole thing.
That is how history becomes a mystery.
The further you get away from something, the least important it is, man. The further you get away from it, like you forget the origins, man.
So let me ask, man, what's your take on religion?
That's a tough question to ask,
and when I
man.
say take on religion, I mean in regards to its relevance today.
I think it's important.
And you remember when we were kids, two things that you never discussed publicly.
Yeah, religion and politics. Yeah, absolutely.
And yet now we are in this temperature where people are at arms, disliking you for your difference of views or opinions.
I think,
and I understand its importance.
So I grew up. I'll say this. Just.
How did you raise your girls? After that, go.
So I grew up Baptist. So if you know anything about Baptist, oh shit! If you know anything about Baptist, everything you do, you pretty much going to hell. Cell phone, hell. Drinking coffee, hell. Look at that girl, hell.
You're bartender,
hell. Everything is hell. So that's how I grew. I grew up with that.
I was scared as death. I was going to hell for walking outside.
And we talked about on the show. There were certain things. I've always been a person. even at a young age, that had questions because certain things for me when it came to religion.
And we both got smacked in the mouth for asking why.
Why? Because
I asked my grandma why. Bam! Don't question me. I'm like, wait a minute.
So for me,
so that's how y'all as black folks grew up, not questioning. So that seems like a slave mind mentality.
So
in my opinion.
So as I got older and I started to, use my full brain capacity as far as like what I'm able to use, and I kind of have a real well-rounded understanding of what religion is, whatever, what I think it is, I should say. I'm speaking for me. So one of the things that I came up with is, number one, your religion is based off where you grew up and who your parents are.
Absolutely.
It's
because it is also taught.
It's the same way I'm a Bears fan, you a Saints fan because I grew up in the Chicago television market. So everything I got was Chicago based. You grew up in the New Orleans TV market, so everything you got was from New Orleans. So naturally, you're going to gravitate to what's around, what you see on TV every day.
Wasn't that the same thing as crime we talked about years ago?
What do you mean?
About how crime is committed by the people that most likely live around you.
Crime is all committed by people in close proximity.
So it's basically religion, close proximity.
So if I grew up in the Middle East, more times than not, I've been Muslim. If my parents was Muslim, more likely than not, I'd have been Muslim. If my parents was Mormon, more than likely because I would have been ingrained in me. I would have been indoctrinated with that religion
based on our proximity and where we are geographically.
Not geographically, it's just based off who your parents follow, what your parents' religion is.
Right.
So based on what your parents' religion is and what you were ordained with as a young child, you will follow that religion more times than not. Very few. Sometimes you kind of grow out of it. You might be exposed to other things. You might have a different opinion. But for the most part, you follow what your parents follow and your grandparents follow, what's in your house.
Right.
So that's the kind of religion you follow. You know what I'm saying? So for me, today, I will consider myself more of a spiritual person than a religious person because
I don't want to choose to follow religion.
This is just me. I don't shape nobody else's opinion. But to me, one of the things that I always got out of religion was people say, God said, I am the way. Right. And then what he said in the Bible, I am the way.
Yep.
I am the reason. I am the way. Right.
Paraphrasing. We don't know.
Paraphrasing what he said. Right. Now, I am the light. He says, so I am the light. I am the way. Right. So some people interpreted that.
The interpretations.
Some people interpret it as we must follow Christ.
Okay.
Right. That's interpreted as what religion. Christ says, be like me, follow me. I am the way. He's the way into heaven. That's what people say. Like I've been in church. He's the way into heaven, right?
Okay.
Now, the other interpretation that I follow and I believe in is when he said that be like me, I am the way, he's saying
follow me, I am the way.
No, he's saying I'm the example.
So therefore be more Christ-like.
No.
That's the example.
No, the example is I'm a role model for you to follow.
So be more like that individual.
Don't follow me. Me. Be like me because God is in you. You are the light. The light is in you.
Okay.
That's what he's saying. So I'm showing you how I live, how I do things. Look at me as a guide to how I live. Don't pray to me. Don't follow me. I'm not that. I'm just saying, hey, this is how I did it. This worked for me. This was given to me. I followed these steps.
Yep.
I followed these steps I was told to follow. Look at me as an example to be Christ-like. Follow me, and because the light is in you, we're all one conscious. The conscious is in us. You have it already in you. Just be like me. Gotcha. That's what he was saying. He didn't say follow me, pray to me, do the things to me. No, be like me. That's an example I took from it. And also, one thing that I take from it is with why I don't necessarily identify as a Christian is because it's hard for me to take on a religion of my oppressors. And that's a whole deep story that,
I mean, because once upon a time you had to ask yourself why.
What I'm saying is,
why do we A, B, C, D, and E?
What I'm saying is, when I say is like the book that you was reading
was the only book.
No. What I'm saying is the book that you was reading from gave you permission to whoop my ass, yo. And then you gave me the same book that you read and told you to whoop my ass, and then told me, oh, I'm gonna get you and your heaven got to come after you die.
Right.
Like I'm gonna enjoy. I'm you gonna work for me, and then when you die, you don't get all this gold and stuff when you dead. But while I'm
There's
here,
your reward, eternal life.
You got to serve me and serve your earthly masters. Like,
do you
what?
believe that is just like the Christmas shit, a manipulation tactic of sorts?
Yes, it's all manipulation. It's all manipulation, man. It's all like this. I can't imagine a world with no religion. I can't imagine a world with no religion,
because that means that
there's no
everyone thinks the same,
and there's no consequence of your actions. So it has to be something. It has to be some consequence to your actions, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It has to be. So I can imagine a world with no religion, with no one believe that there's nothing out there after this that you have to pay for. You know what I mean? Whether that's true or not. But I also believe that I don't necessarily believe that the teachings of religion are, because if you look at Christians, if you look at Christians as a whole, I've been to church, and Christian churches that I've been in, we're the most judgmental people on the planet. Like, wait a minute, you're not supposed to judge me, but all we do in church is judge the pastor, the judge, the deacons, judge. Everybody's judging everybody.
Give a shout out to Big Bruh, man,
Yeah.
and Type 1. Dude, we got all the answers here.
What happened?
They gave all the answers. The shit that we couldn't say, the shit that's the strings and shit that you throw on everything, it's called tinsel.
Oh, tinsel, okay.
I thought it was pipe cleaners. I just didn't want to say it. Pause.
I bet you clean that pipe.
I didn't clean no pipe, just like you know what that wood tastes like over there. Just like them 12-year-old titties, too. Like, yeah, I'm not fooling with you. So, and Big Bruh says religious and political conversations are the worst. I mean, yeah, basically that. So the phrase that pays was, I am the way, truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me, is what the whole phrase was. Jesus.
So again, I take that as my interpretation is more like I said before, be a role model. I am the way. I am the light. Through me.
I am the way and the life.
Life, a light.
It's life. L-I-F-E.
Like, I'm the life.
Yeah.
So meaning to me, live like me. I am the representation. I am the role model.
So what you're saying, based on, and let's go ahead and break this down into English literary terms. No one comes to
and
the
his name
Father,
is Yeshua.
Again, with English versus what it is.
No, my name is Alwyn in every language.
Yeah, Jesus is Jesus in every
No.
language.
His
or
name
Jesus.
Is, no, my name is Jesus. See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I agree.
When you get into the semantics,
the semantics
but
of
people,
language
but here's
English literary meaning.
Here's the thing that I think people need to understand. Like, when you get into religious talks and you have these conversations, like I'm open-minded to listen and take things from
right,
what people say.
Especially if we don't know.
But listen what I'm saying.
Like
but then,
the Jew girl or the Indian Jew girl.
But listen what I'm saying. But then when you talk to religious people, they have no open-minded.
It is this way.
It's this way. It's like,
and you know what? I believe that causes a division.
It causes
from some
division.
people from what they were raised in religion versus what they are now experiencing through practical application. Being a person who still believes in a higher power.
I'm not, but
of
the
God.
thing is, I take information as what it is. I take it as information. Like, okay, that makes sense to me.
I can apply it.
It
is still the choice to apply.
Apply it. So with certain religious people, you talk to them, it's a wall. They're not, because they don't want to be swayed.
You're wrong. You're stupid. It's no truth but the truth. I get it.
They don't want to be swayed. Because I mean, we had this conversation with Jake at the house.
At the house, and he damn near got heated about it.
I'm like,
no, it's okay.
Like, you can't. I'm not.
And we're saying the what ifs of the truth is the truth.
That's what I'm saying. So
like,
it's
wait
like,
a minute, no,
so it's like,
because you weren't always that.
And so the example that I gave was like he said something about the Quran.
Yeah.
And Muslim people said, I'm not gonna do that to Muslim people. I said they believe what they believe.
You can't say they're wrong because of what they believe.
You can't say they're
wrong
because
their belief
is
that, and that is what they're indoctrinated into.
And they willing to die for it.
And willing to die for that. I mean, I have too, but
have died for it. They willing to do that. They believe it so much. They willing to do whatever it takes to prove that they right. You know what I'm saying?
We get 1,000 virgins when we get
so there. Yeah. So you can say that. And then on the Christian side of it, we have this higher minded than now viewpoint that our way is the right way. Like, no, it's not that, because if you look at every story in the Bible, they all come from the same place. Born of a virgin, three kids. It's the same story told. The story of Horus, the story of whatever. Anyway, but back to what I was saying about Jesus, his name, like, His name was Yeshua. You know what I'm saying? Like we know that. We know that to be true. And then somewhere along the line, it changed into
Now
something
we are
else.
almost 100 years old between
Now-
the two of us. But what was the picture of Jesus in your great auntie
No,
house
the
or
white
mama
man,
house,
the white
right
man
over
with
the
yeah,
telephone
the white
with
dude.
the Bible sitting under in the
No,
in the
it was
kitchen?
white Jesus.
It was white Jesus.
Now, again, for me, I had questions like why?
Why? I was like, wait,
why? If you go back through the history of religion,
when we watched Ben Hur and Moses, I
no,
love the Ten
but no, I'm
Commandments at
saying,
Easter time.
all I ask people to do this: if you have an open mind, just go back and just look at this stuff. Look at religion through history in different cultures. All their gods look like the people.
Mhm.
The Greek gods was Greek. The Roman gods was Roman.
Mhm.
The Chinese gods was Chinese. Like the Mexican gods was Mexican.
Yep.
The Indian gods was Indian.
Don't make me punch you in your face and singe your damn face out with this cigar. You still never finished American gods, because that's what it was about.
But this is what I'm saying. But then,
It's everyone's interpretation.
so, but listen, what I'm
it's
saying.
what they gave us.
But listen, what I'm saying. But then
we will watch
hold
American
on. But
gods.
this is what I'm saying. My point that I'm making is, but my God ain't black.
Absolutely not. See that?
That's what.
But
but
your boy
that's
said, he said he got black Jesus, Jewish Jesus, Mexican
No,
Jesus,
but-
Italian Jesus, Spanish Jesus. I was like, wow,
but-
you're right.
But the point that I'm making is, everybody gods look like their people,
They're people.
except ours.
Ooh.
That's
Again, the massive manipulation.
But see, the thing
like
is,
we start, if
when
we
you-
gonna replay the slavery mathonomics, it didn't go on the thing.
so the point that I'm making is, when you have that, when my mind is open, I'm like, I start questioning. She's like, wait a minute, why does everybody else God look like them except mine?
So let me
Then you realize, then you go back even further and realize that the picture that they gave us is not even him in the first place. It was created, but yet we know it's created through Pope Alexander III or fourth son, his nephew Sergio Borgia was the actual
Sergio
images.
Borgia used the actual images
Images of
this
Christ,
little-
because he wanted to
the
take it to the
sweet,
new.
spicy dude.
We
as the
know-
image of Christ.
We know that to be true, and yet we still perpetuate that
That narrative.
that narrative, that icon of that picture, because
Absolutely.
inherently, what it does is psychology to us is it put a certain group of people above us.
Yes.
Not if they're considered God-like because their God look like them, inherently in the back of your mind, you put that person above you, because the images of Christ that you see is that image, man.
Absolutely.
That's all. So it's all propaganda. If you look at television, if you look at all these shows, and you look at the position, I'll give you an example. If you look at our shows, the shows are considered, as I use air quotes,
Mhm.
are black shows. Like, how many black shows are feel-good shows?
It's all about a plight. It's
No,
all about a
No,
struggle.
when I mean feel-good, I mean like,
Cosby
so
Show?
you got this show called the Tracer, right?
Oh, you mean Cosby Show or now?
I mean just TV shows
But now.
now today.
Oh, I can't tell you
So,
one.
so if you look at it, so right now they got a show called He's the Tracer, where he goes around and find missing kids.
I
and
didn't know that.
he goes around. It's like the light that they put him in is like this cinematic. He's a white guy, cinematic, going around taking stories. He's noble. That's his show. So now inherently, through seeing this stuff over and over again, you naturally have this depiction of white men, of like, wow, this white guy's a hero. He's a this, he's a that. So Superman, he's a
No,
hero.
stop that.
Listen,
Superman,
listen.
that guy, John Wayne, doggone McClintock, Gunsmoke, all throughout history. I mean, as I'm thinking about it, James Bond, my number
Come
one,
on.
Ace Boone Coon,
Come on,
Sean
man.
Connery, Roger Moore, Hugh Jackman,
How many black characters you got like that?
Idris Elba.
And what? No. I'm saying like how many black characters you have? Well, name me outside of
what's his name?
the Cosbys.
The Cosby Show.
Only
that's,
one.
That's been defamed at this point.
At this
in
point.
the game.
But think about what's our movie where you like, you know what? Like, that's our guy.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you because I know the answer.
What, Black Panther?
No. Well, now, yeah, but he did. But no, man. Unfortunately, we'll say Richard Pryor. Let's do it again. Excuse me, Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder, because they were a group.
No, but you missing my point though.
No, I got what you're saying, but I'm just telling
they're
you.
not painted in that light.
They're not. Wait, that's where I'm going. You got Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder, in all of their movies: Woman in Red, Silver Streak, Let's Do It Again, Bill
but-
Cosby, Sidney Poitier. Wait, It's still in that light, not in that light. Then you got doggone my favorite movie, my Thanksgiving movie, especially with a cigar and a glass of amaretto and a heater on, smoking in the garage, will be Blazing Saddles, my favorite, one of my favorite holiday. But none of those movies depict any of those men in a positive light, whether pimp, drug dealer, womanizer.
No, we
Which
cops.
way is up? One of my favorite.
We cops.
Cops
we
or
buddy
robbers?
cops.
The end.
We buddy cops, or we the butt of the joke, or we the. That's just the same roles.
I mean, granted,
I
I grew up on this TV. The Fall Guy, Magnum PI.
But no, think about it. How many times have you
Dukes
seen?
of Hazzard.
How many shows?
Michael Knight.
Think about this. Think about this for a second.
Wow.
How many shows? How many movies have you seen where? What's that show that we love? Where it was with Tom Cruise, and then with that Prime with the other guy, John Reacher.
Jack Reacher?
No, not Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
How many characters of black people playing Jack Reacher character? A character like Jack Reacher.
Not many.
One I can think of. Equalizer, Denzel Washington.
Oh, you talking about a movie? I was talking about the series.
No, Jack Reacher was a movie at first.
But it was a movies at first. But then the other one was what's that dude? The
Jack
French
Ryan.
dude. No, the French black dude that played in doggone Book of Clarence. The black dude got stabbed in the ankle with the spear and kept
Oh yeah, Luther. Yeah, but
Luther,
that's like not Luther, but it was overseas.
Yeah, but Luther is another Idris Elba.
But that's
joint.
overseas. That's not American. That's not American
Yeah,
television.
that's not American television. So that, oh man, what about the one you put me on that I couldn't get through episode 2?
The Gangs of London.
Boom.
Dog.
Y'all are sleeping on TV if you ain't
But
seen
the
that.
point that I'm making is the representation.
The representation
the
of
light
us
the
isn't
light
there.
in which if you ever look at any age commercial, you won't see no white men in
You'll
those.
see two
You won't see
brothers.
you will see more people of color in age commercials.
I didn't understand that. Like
No,
that is perpetuating the number. or the
no,
narrative.
it's not. No, it's not. What it's doing is there's certain, like when you see certain commercials, like okay, I'm gonna give
It's
y'all
all
some,
psychology.
I'm gonna give you some examples. Okay,
Santa Claus in red and white.
when you see a Mercedes-Benz commercial, you're gonna see an older white man with salt and pepper and some certain kind of house, because that's the image of what they think can own a Mercedes-Benz. Is that guy? We're looking for that guy to own Mercedes-Benz.
So
right?
marketing.
So you will never see that same Cyril Fox white guy in a Nissan commercial. You will see young white men. You will see younger ethnic you'll see ethnic couples. You will see more black and brown people in those commercials.
So you mean in regards to the narrative that's painted
No,
for marketing?
it's marketing. So it's like, okay, we would never put like, okay, the salt and pepper white man, the George Clooney of the world, are the creme de la creme white guys,
okay.
right? Those the Rolls Royce, those are the Bentleys,
I
those are the
cannot spell
Mercedes
creme de
Benz.
la creme.
Those type of people. So they'll market certain things to that clientele, and they will not put people of color. They will not put, if they do put a brother, it'd be again, he'll be a certain type of brother in that commercial.
Hey,
right?
Who was John Q? Oh, Denzel and John Q.
John Q. Yeah.
I mean, but wait, wasn't that like a negative thing because he still went to jail? At the end
That's
of
what I'm
the
saying. That's
day?
what I'm saying.
He
Yeah.
still went to jail.
Send him to jail. So
Hold on, we got somebody else say, CJ, Big Brother say, how many blacks are writing and creating black positive shows? How many blacks are in positive in the position to say yes to a positive show besides Tyler Perry? Ooh,
So hold on, but Tyler Perry don't make positive shit for black men either, yo.
Because
Tyler Perry don't right there. There's nothing written for. Now we want to go into black men. That's a whole nother category that is just like what? Like there is nobody there. It's almost like a rule. Black Panther wasn't even strong in his own movie, bro.
No, he was not.
The Dora Milaje was the more of the actual like strong people and with the women.
The women.
He was not the strong figure in his own movie.
He was like,
bro.
I'm surrounded by women that are protecting me.
There you go.
Which
goes back to the narrative of black men. The narrative, it's a narrative. Think about
to protect you.
Think about the narrative. The narrative of the whole thing was like the black women are the strong people in the black community, yo. It ain't the black men. See the narrative they pushing. It's the same narrative, man. When you watch these shows, you watch these different things, man. Watch what's in front of you. So we put religion into that. You watch what's in front of you, like, but dang, they play the music, they play the play this.
What about Shaft?
All right, so
Richard Roundtree was one of the first brothers came forward with breast cancer, and my main MF Samuel L. Jackson.
but think about this. For a second.
20
Think about this for a second. So we watch Yellowstone. We like Yellowstone, right?
I have seen several episodes. Not a lot,
Yellowstone,
but that was a
great show.
But
Great
they don't
show.
have nobody represent me in that show.
But it's in Wyoming, so ain't gonna be that many black people up there to begin with.
Didn't you
or
say that's the
Montana.
place where the cows at?
Who?
The cows. Where you said
That
you
was
saw.
that was California.
Okay.
But this is what I'm saying. So check this out. As much as crime and criminal that Mr. Dutton was fighting to keep his lane, fighting the government, it gives that narrative like he's a white man standing up to the government, and they show the scenery of Montana, and they have the sound and the music playing that makes him seem like a cowboy,
Okay.
right?
Which was a derogatory term and was actually idolized for men of color.
Listen to what I'm saying. Check this out now. So he's fighting for the people to keep his town the same way it was, because he don't want these liberals moving in change, right? So
And
he's
raising their taxes.
and all that kind of stuff. So he's a white man that's fighting on the plight of Americana, and he's loved and beloved in his town, right? Now, Frank Lucas. Now,
Denzel, another role.
So you go,
Dude, this dude has a body of
So
work.
listen, what I'm going with this. So then you take Denzel character in American Gangster. This is the name of it alone. American Gangster. Black guy on the front. American Gangster. So that is staying. You got Yellowstone, which he's doing the same. They're doing the same things. One is protecting his neighborhood in Harlem, doing the same. He's the same. They're protecting their people. One, but he's a gangster. This is Yellowstone. Gangster. So it's the imagery that they put in front of you, man.
Muhammad Ali said it best. Why is it you got a black cat that's symbolizing bad luck? Why is you got Black Friday? Why is you got what else he said? Went down a list of things that he said. I want angel food cake. It got to be good cake.
Dog, you do know vanilla bean is black.
Black, right?
And the dude who created, people look this up. We're not making this up. The dude said that something this good cannot be black.
Ooh.
So they had to change the color to white. That happens, bro.
Yeah.
And I trust me, I'm the least far as like into the race stuff, but what I'm saying is all this stuff plays a part.
And where we are today.
When you ask about religion, when you ask about it, it's like it's just superiority factor, man, that people have when they come to
we have a laundry list of active listeners tonight, man. Talking about Luke Cage. Let's see here. C. Jones said, Big Bruh said, the question is, what black person is in position to change it?
Tyler Perry.
Yep.
Owns his own studio.
Equalizer.
YouTube is an open platform, so anybody that can create and put out content free of any kind of like censorship for the most, unless you're doing some hateful stuff.
Yeah.
But if you put out positive content, it will definitely fly on YouTube, and you can definitely promote it and put it on YouTube. So anyone can do those things today.
But something that we've talked about time and time again. I remember, people in our lives that we were dealing with. Why y'all do this? Why y'all do this? And the answer to that was, we can say it till we're blue in the face and be right. Nobody wants to be right. At the end of the day, at this infancy of our lives, we do not affect the masses enough to matter. Whereas I've said it before, Oprah said that beef was bad and the beef sales plummeted over 60% the next day. And she had to come back the following day and recant her statement and specify what types of beef were bad or were only bad in X amount of amounts that you consume or something to that effect. So yeah, man. So it's about being able to answer your question, Big Bro. It's about to have a platform that allows you access to the masses, or to, i.e., we have to both agree.
You answer to somebody, yo. Everybody
Charleston White. When I was sitting here wearing a bow tie, selling bean pies and incense, still going to city council meetings, going to my city councilman trying to determine what was what. Y'all didn't want to listen. But now I'm sitting here calling y'all B's and hoes and MFers and doing this, that, and the other.
Now y'all listening.
And now he has millions.
Yeah.
Because the negative narrative is associated with him being, quote unquote, a man of color. Right, and therefore, just because I am black, as I'm from New Orleans, as y'all know, born and raised, I used to get criticized. Why you talk white? And I'm like, well, how exactly does white people talk? Just because I speak the Queen's English and I can articulate, and you pay me to do your homework, that means I talk white.
But the whole point that I'm making is, to go back to what you were saying as far as like religion, which we have to understand is, a lot of the stuff that's in the Bible are stories that was told or accounts that was told. Now, as you get older, you think that Thomas Jefferson went outside with a kite with a
hell no.
Well, it was Jefferson. Who's that? It was Thomas.
Benjamin Franklin, bro.
Benjamin Franklin went outside with a key on a kite to figure out electricity, man. That's a story that somebody made up, man.
A story.
It's a story. Yeah, he went outside and had a.
I can see him with a kite, with a key, and tying it to something and seeing the effects.
No, he went outside with a kite with a key on that joint,
and that was what we were told.
Doing a lightning storm to figure out how electricity works. What?
Let me ask y'all a question.
Hold on, Edison.
Edison.
I'm sitting under an apple tree, and the apple tree falls and hit me in the head. Oh, that's gravity.
No,
what?
It don't work like that.
What? These are stories. These are magnificent. These are like magnificent stories that are told about white men through history, and we just like, oh my God.
But are you sure about that?
It's amazing that these things happen. Or was there a civilization before here us
that we had this information?
And you had a book, but you got to figure out how to explain it.
Come on, bro. It fits your narrative. But wait, remember what we said? I was one of the first people involved in my community at Catholic school, Corpus Christi, like 4th grade. Man, it was one of the first Black History months when it first came out. And so we were responsible for choosing a person of color that was responsible for something that was founded or something that was pivotal. Everybody named Mama wanted to do Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Booker, whatever.
Booker T. Washington. Everybody named Mama wanted to go through and just list something that he had created. So me being who I am, and give a shout out to my nanny again, Mildred Patterson, rest in peace. I would go to her home and spend almost countless summers reading Encyclopedia Britannicas, literally from start to finish every day. By doing that, man, I was like, oh, and this is in Encyclopedia Britannica. Henceforth, I'll give the ending of this, but henceforth, I decided to do my book report on Eli Whitney, which anybody who does know, that is a man or woman of a certain age, because we'll be gone pretty soon. He was allegedly a man of color that was responsible for the creation of the cotton gin. I was a pretty good artist back then and went ahead and drew the picture from the encyclopedia on large poster board. And I made my book report a poster report, but I wrote everything out large print on the poster board and made my own book report with large pictures to narrate the cotton gin. I received the A and also went to a national competition in the 4th grade for the work that I had done in the work of art. My grandmother, Estelle Johnson, rest her soul, still had that book report. Now, fast forward to a few years ago, sitting down with said person talking to him about the cotton gin, and I was like, oh man, let me look it up. I look up, as we all can do right now, since we have these in our hands with what Wi-Fi, aka Wi-Fi. Look up Eli Whitney, and there it is, a not man of color that is now the image of who Eli Whitney is, which I knew, and I have the book report of who this gentleman was. So it is no longer represented as a man of color created the cotton gin, to whereas now I am seeing, as I said, I'll get back to it, history is being rewritten before our very eyes, and the narrative that we're getting on social media or the interwebs is now editable. It is now being whitewashed for more points and purpose intended, to whereas it no longer fits the description of what it was or what historical factors were. Oh, well, he couldn't have been a man of color because he may have been a slave, this, that, and the other, and all this other jazz that exists. Man, there's a yellow moon out there in New Orleans. Give a shout out to my city, Nola and the Burl Legs. So yeah, do you see that? Images?
I looked it up. Yeah, it's crazy.
And so Big Bruh said, what is the suggestion to fix this? The suggestion to fix this is that we have a responsibility. Our children are lost, man. I'm going to just let y'all know. But the younger generation, our children's children or grandchildren per se, our children's children or grandchildren per se, they will be the ones to
the whole point is, man, is that to me, I live under the assumption that I question everything.
We are supposed to
question everything.
Question everything. Choose to believe nothing if it cannot be seen. And even then, what is it? Works without faith, or faith without works are dead. So that means forget what they say, watch what they do.
So to circle all the way back to when I'm a man that is spiritual. I believe that there is a higher power that is greater than I, but I also believe that I am the light is in us, and that we are also one conscience. And I believe that. Now, do I believe that? I believe that the Bible, or not even the Bible, the book of scriptures, is a tool or a guide, a reference point of how we should conduct ourselves to be a civilized country. What happened with?
Thank y'all tonight, man, for y'all support. Big Bruh said, so someone really had to watch black and white TVs and didn't have a remote control? Yes, they did. It was called a clicker. It was 2 buttons, forward, backwards.
Yeah.
Y'all don't remember? You should remember that, Big Bruh. You older than me. And he said it best. We evolve, man. And evolution is also a choice, man. It is our responsibility. You know, I don't know what's going on with the video, but it's kind of crazy. It's like kind of we froze in time with him with a stick in his hand and me just looking at him. But y'all can still hear us in the show's being recorded.
You wouldn't touch something.
No, I didn't touch nothing.
You made the screen bigger. The screen was not like
no,
that.
I did that just to see, and it did that.
Oh, there we go.
I did it to take it off.
Is it moving on the what you call on the, how's it looking on there?
Nah, still froze. We looking at each other.
On there too?
Yeah. But y'all still getting us live, man. So it's actually FaceTubes is still recording. And
Is it work? Is we moving on there though?
No, we're not moving on there. We're right there.
See what the Wi-Fi is doing.
The Wi-Fi is good. Everything's going good. You know, we the Gremlins is doing what they do, but
oh, it's Xfinity. Go up. Hit that.
Right here?
Yeah, hit that.
All right. So yeah, I mean, you should have just left it all the same, but you wanted to change the name
because the other one wasn't working. That's why I went away from that one.
Oh, right on. But you know,
is it connected? What is it saying?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Anyway,
Restream is still up, man. So they still got us going on. So we still.
I'm saying, what does that say on there?
I say just connected, secured.
All right, so
close that.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know why the camera ain't. I don't know why the thing ain't working.
Oh, we still good on the camera though.
But it ain't.
It ain't on Restream.
Is it on there though?
You got our voice and everything else is still going good.
Our voice and everything else, or
yeah, the voice and everything else, but we still black. At least y'all know we black.
Yeah, we're saying. I mean, this is.
I mean, it is what it is, but we didn't do nothing different. I mean, everything seems to still be going in order, but like we were saying, man, Big Bruh say we evolve. He says it's a cool question, but read and not just listen to what someone says. Absolutely. It's a lot of lazy people that don't do the work. Man, you know what? We were just talking, Big Bro, man. It's about that time. You know, we need to go ahead and get on the road again. Your boy will be purchasing his Frontier travel pass, which right now, folks, it is $299. Fly anywhere in the world for $299 until February 2025.
So I want to play this clip, and it kind of go. I want you to listen. I'm gonna play it one time. I want you to listen to what she says. Okay, so hold on. Let me pull it up real quick. Now, and this is what we're talking about. How they talk. Listen to this.
Want to see disrespect? Here we go.
But, you know, we can't poll people's hearts and we can't see into people's hearts. And so when we're looking at these polls and we're looking at who is voting for Trump, you've got 53% of white women that voted for him in 2020. We've got to reach those women. We've got to reach those ridiculous, crazy black men that did vote for Trump. We've got to reach those people.
So check this out. Notice what she said there.
She said 53% of women, but we got to reach those ridiculous, crazy black men.
So why is it that when you talk about us, we're ridiculous and crazy? When you speak about white women, we got to reach those women and make sure that we get them to vote the right way. But we talk about black men, those ridiculous, crazy black men.
Wow.
Hold on. But it gets better.
We've got to reach the Cuban men in Miami that overwhelmingly voted for Trump.
Just the Cuban men.
So the only one that's crazy are the black men.
Crazy black men.
And she's a black woman.
What? Who said that?
So,
Y'all want to see disrespect?
yeah.
Here we go.
But, you know, we can't poll people's hearts and we can't see into people's hearts. And so when we're looking at these polls and we're looking at who is voting for Trump, you've got 53% of white women that voted for him in 2020. We've got to reach those women. We've got to reach those ridiculous, crazy black men that did vote for Trump. We've got to reach those people. We've got to reach the Cuban men in Miami that overwhelmingly voted for Trump.
You know what's crazy? They can't even hide their contempt and disrespect for black men anymore. You know,
And it's
just
a
look at that panel. Sunny Hostin, who was the only black woman on that panel of white women, and
So
one
she
white
feels she has the
Hispanic
right to
woman.
say that
Look
about
how
black
she
men?
goes up there and just talks shit about black men.
Wow.
She speaks in terms of
She should have
fear
got
and
fired, but
respect.
there was no
We need to
outrage about
reach
that.
the white women who voted for Donald Trump. We need to reach the Cuban men who voted for Donald Trump. But when she's talking about black men, we got to reach those ridiculous, crazy black men. This is the level of comfort that these people have in disrespecting you, black men. And here's the crazy thing. It's like, black women, at what point are you going to look at these cackling hens and on The View and on all of these MSNBC mainstream media platforms who are always talking all this shit, this disrespectful shit about your men, about your fathers, your brothers, your sons, your uncles? When are you going to say, you know what? I'm tired of seeing these people disrespect our men, our families, and our community. Because
Amen.
this is the level of respect that Democrats have for you. This is the level of respect that Kamala Harris has for you when she rolls out some pandering ass bullshit policy yesterday in the 11th hour because they see that black men ain't falling for the banana in the tailpipe no more. This is why they roll out Barack Obama from whatever $60 million cave he came from to chastise black men and to tell you to fall in line, to lecture you like you are children. You know why? Because Democrats view you, black people, as political children. And so I will always say that y'all need to get up off that Democrat plantation. Why do I call it a plantation? Because they clearly see you through a lens of ownership. And to anyone who dares to question black people's blackness, the authenticity of who they are based upon your proximity to white liberals, you are nothing more than a traitor to your race, because Malcolm said it quite clearly. You are political chumps and you're traitors to your race. So just stew on that for a second. Peace.
Bruh.
Wow.
Bruh. Yeah.
Yeah, man, we ain't got no picture. It just happened. The Wi-Fi just started doing something crazy, but you know, we got the AK4S on there, but it won't show the camera now. So, but that's actually showing live and direct, man. So we good. You know, for now, this is what it is, man. Thank y'all. I know y'all love to see us, but man,
yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's what it is.
See, here's my problem when it comes to politics and you know, Democrat, Republican.
Man.
It's like this. I only see it when someone is. I see a lot of liberals attacking, especially black people. You say you vote, you're a conservative or whatever. It's like something wrong with you. Like you ain't voting the right way. But no one. I don't chastise you for being
voting the way you
the
vote.
way you vote. That's the way. You know, if you believe in that stuff, that's fine.
That's fine. That ain't got shit to do with me.
Ain't got shit to do with me, man. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But it's like all of a sudden, because I have a free brain, I think for myself, and I don't vote because because of identity politics. I vote for who I feel would be better for the country.
Absolutely. Let me ask you another
Yeah,
question, then,
go ahead.
brother. And just know my questions I always try to come from a place of understanding, no matter what I'm dealing with or who I'm dealing with.
Mhm.
But my question to you is this: since you can't produce boys because you have hot balls, just so y'all know, science behind it, the hotter your testicles, that means you have a 98% chance of producing
You have a
girls.
running stream of consciousness, dog.
Absolutely, man.
You just can't keep you on task with the story.
I'm on task with the story. You just go ahead and let me do what I do.
Mhm.
So you have, let's say, for example, you have 3 sons instead of 3 daughters.
Mhm.
Now, being as that, I feel as if we've done quite well between the two of us, man, as far as our track record of raising and educating and making sure we produce very good, well-rounded human beings in society who are educated. I got to see 2 college graduates, who are educated, and all of the above are working in my life, the children that I've been responsible for. But if you had the opportunity and God had blessed you with sons instead of daughters, you and I both know there has to be a difference. What is your responsibility as a father had you had 3 sons instead of daughters?
Well, it'd have been very different because as a father of men, I am raising leaders in the society.
And they have to be able to function.
They have to be able to function. Like it'd have been a lot more logic based. It'd have been a lot more discipline. It'd have been a lot more of preparedness. It'd have been a lot more sternness. It'd have been a lot more like rigid. Because as a man, it's not my job to be your friend
and to coddle you.
It's my job to be your father, and it's my job to teach you the lessons that you're gonna use and need to be a productive citizen in this world.
Now, let me ask a question. In your opinion, where do you believe, and granted, we do share a lot of same opinions in this, where do you believe spirituality plays in that?
It all depends, man.
I mean, I'm talking about if you had sons. Because as we say, they are the leaders. We are teaching them to be leaders of not only the society, but of their households as well.
I mean,
that means when I say spirituality and religion, I mean because we have a more, in my opinion, we have a moral obligation.
I see me. I'm different, man.
You don't have a moral obligation?
No, man. No, like my morals are very flexible. My morals are very flexible, and I'm gonna tell you why, man. I believe in doing business as business is being done. I'm not one of these turn the other cheek, take one for the team.
No,
I'm not doing that.
Slap
man.
me, I'll slap the piss out.
I'm not doing that. You see my stance on volunteering. I've been very clear on my stance on volunteering. Like, no, I'm not gonna volunteer my time if someone else is here getting paid. If I'm volunteering, everybody's volunteering.
Mm-hmm.
I will volunteer if everybody's here unpaid. We all here on our own time, under our own goodness of our heart. But if somebody's here getting paid and you managing me and I'm the volunteer, so I'm working for free and you getting paid to sit back and do nothing, then I'm not doing that, dog. That's a job, bro.
Right.
We're not doing that, yo. Like I stand on business, man. And so when it comes to, I'm not gonna let my sons be duped by being nice guys and being the guys that somebody can take advantage of your kindness when other people are being rich off the plight of getting rich off your back and your hard-earned efforts.
I agree.
You're not doing that, bro.
But what I'm saying is the moral obligation to ensure, like, I'm not raising a bunch of drug dealers.
No, we're not doing that. But also understand,
my job is to keep even my sons off that pole.
My job is to show them that, hey, yes, drugs is quick, fast money, but guess what? Man, there's other ways to make more money.
That's a long term.
Probably just as fast, man. There's a hustle out there.
Mm-hmm.
You can there's 1,000 hustles, but to me, that hustle to me is a non-starter because it ends with you in jail.
Or dead.
There's other hustles that you can do that can get you. You can sell legal drugs. You can be a pharmaceutical rep and sell
hawk
drugs
to the doctor.
Hawk legal drugs. legally and do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. My morals, when they come to morals, like I don't have the same mindset as like, you know, like I told you, I don't believe in karma. I think karma is a poor people thing. Like only poor people suffer from karma, I believe, or they believe in that crap. I don't. I believe that in life, man, you are where you are based off the decisions you made. Your life is a bunch of decisions and choices you made that led you to where you are right now.
Hold on, man. Somebody say, type 1 says, new drinking game. Drink every time K talks about hot balls producing girls.
I know, right? I'll be drunk as hell. I'll be like him last week. I'll be asleep over here. But no, but straight up though, man, like I look at the world as what it is. And I only worry about what it is. I can't worry about what's gonna happen to me when I'm gone from here. Like I don't know what that means. So it's like I'm not gonna put a lot of stock and worried about when I'm not here, what can happen when I'm gone from here.
Right.
And there's people taking advantage and living the best life when they actually are here. You know what I mean? And so you look at other religions, you see that they, you know.
Hey, Big Bro, chime in because you do have a son as well. And
also, man, I want to talk about this, man. In this country, we put too much emphasis on a lot of different things that makes no sense at all. So,
for example,
we sit here, man, and we complain about all of these quote unquote stresses and depressions and all things we got, and we don't understand that, you know, that we live in one of the greatest countries, whether you like it or not, whether you stand for our politics or not, whether you stand for how
we live here.
We live it, but also it's one of the we whether you like it or not, we all, if you listen to this show in America, you pat yourself on the back, give yourself a round of applause because you won the genetic lottery, man.
You still here.
Not that you're still here. You was born in this country.
That's what
man.
I'm saying. You're still here in this country.
You was born in this country. This is one of the only countries where you can go from shit to sugar. You can start from the bottom.
Yes.
And by the time you leave this place, you on top, man. You on top. There's not many countries want. We had Jason Hart, he was Indian. He would tell you like, yeah, bro, you born here. This is where you stay.
Dirt. You stay here.
You stay here. No matter what you do in your life, you're gonna be here.
So I think that's called a caste system. I wish you.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. When you're born into that, that's where
that's where you stay. No matter what you do in your life, how much greatness in you, it don't matter.
Unless
that's where you
choose
stay.
To come to the land of
and you can't even get here.
Ain't
no choice. You can't even get here.
Right.
You can't get here. There are so many countries where they don't even have the things that we had that we take advantage of every day, that we pay no attention to, and we want to bitch and complain about the small stuff, and we create these problems,
and we
create these narratives, man.
Because without God, I wouldn't be where I am.
We create all of these different things for ourselves, all these circumstances, and we create this stuff in our own head.
Yes.
And we make stuff up as we go along. But the reality is, man, like we're lucky AF. Man.
Yes. Absolutely.
We're lucky, man. You know what I'm saying? Despite all the racial stuff that we have going on, at the end of the day, like I hear black people get on TV and they talk about, oh, we're oppressed. Like, who oppressed?
Who oppressing you?
Who are you talking about? Like, who are these people?
Granted, your circumstances, whether you choose to remain where you are,
that's on you, man.
That part is on you. You still have to ultimately do the work to get there. You have the same books. You have the same knowledge.
Man.
Now, you may have to work twice as hard
I don't
as
even
someone
believe,
else.
Man, everybody see.
You had to work 3 times as hard to get to where you were in college to get to where you were. Because it was only a few.
I can't say that, man. I'm gonna tell you.
Your coach made sure to beat the hell out of y'all because he instilled the effort of greatness.
Listen what I'm saying. When I hate to use this narrative that somehow white people got it so easy.
Oh, I ain't gonna say
country.
that.
Like, I hate that narrative, man. Like, they just woke up on third base. Like, yes, rich white people, yes, they woke up on third base. Yes, they rich, they family rich.
But they got poor white people.
The rest of us down here,
still the same.
The rest of us in this middle area, the rest of us, man, we struggle day to day, man. Like everyone else, like their lights go off the same way our lights go.
Give a shout out to Mark, man. Mark out there being a self-entrepreneurial businessman, fixing trucks, man. The same anybody could have done that. Mr. Truck It. What I'm saying? What the business is, Mr. Fix It.
He doing it. He had an opportunity. He was working for somebody else, saw a lane where he can get in, and he took that opportunity. And through his connections and his friendships was able to get some accounts off that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Dog, anybody can do that, man. If people like you and people rock with you,
Right.
don't matter what you look like, man. People gonna do business with you regardless. Whether you, if you know what you're talking about and you speak the language, man, people gonna do business with you, man. Period.
Absolutely.
If you make yourself indispensable, then that's how it is.
That is the
But-
word, man.
but-
Indispensability. That is it. When you make yourself that, people see the value
The
within you
value in what you
based
get
on
to
the
offer,
work
man.
output that you put in. And give a shout out to Dr. Von Hartman, man. He came and he told me, sat down with me. He said, you know what? I was blessed with a gift, and it will be a waste of my talents if I don't use those gifts, because I have this thing, and when outside external factors get to me, it staggers my production or movement forward. So after talking with him, I realized that, man, it is one foot after the other. No matter what I'm dealing with, no matter who I'm dealing with, no matter what day it is focused on what I can control right now at this moment. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow takes care of itself. Worry about doing what you have to do today. And that means being the best every day. I wake up thinking to be the very best version of myself that I can be. That is my only responsibility.
But also, man, understand this, man, is that you got to make decisions in your life. If someone don't rock with you and you feel it's because of race, then go somewhere else, man.
Right.
Like you don't have to put up with that. Like, we don't live in that country. We don't live in that space no more. This is not our grandparents' United States no more. This is not even our parents' United States. This is a whole different United States that we living in, man. And so these narratives that we create for ourselves, man, it's up to us to change that, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you make your own way. You have to do that. If you don't make your own way, that's on you. And I hate when people sit here and they say, they bring up redlining. They bring up something that happened like 30, 40 years ago. We're not talking about that. We're talking about today.
But wait, that redlining still is an effect of today, because you and I talked about it as a Democratic voter, man. And in our families, we were taught that, guess what, man? If my great grandmama was in the hood, my grandmother was in the hood, and my mama's still in the hood is still the hood today.
But actually,
based on that.
But the question I have for people that vote the way they vote, again, I don't care how you vote, but I asked this question, man, and no one gives me an answer. I was like, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up the question I asked. I asked this question, and I got 0 comments, which I know I would. I don't know if it was shadow ban or, but I kind of figured when nobody answered the question because so the question I had was, I said, if we've been told that Chicago and New York public schools are some of the worst public schools to go to, what political party is running those cities?
Ooh. Wait, I think the other one is Baltimore.
What political party?
Florida.
What political,
some Florida states. Cities. Sorry.
And what political party?
Atlanta.
What political party is that?
And New Orleans.
What political party?
Ooh,
is that?
ouch.
So when you ask that question,
you know the answer.
You know the answer to that. You know the answer to that. Like, okay, well, you like, well, damn, was it some of the worst cities political? Like, yeah, they ran by them. They the Democratic governments, man.
Right.
Like, why would so if that's not working, if it's still the hood, how come you can't say, you know what? Let me at least see what the other side got to offer. I think everybody should switch political parties for at least a term or two, just to see. And now you miss us while we gone. Now all of a sudden you miss our vote. You'll start doing shit for us actually to get us back into your fold again.
Which is so funny, man, that we mentioned that, because something that I've been telling people, man, and we've been talking about it in this season, is that everyone acts as if the presidency is the most important.
It's local
responsibility. It is your state and local legislature. A lot of ladies had told me, some stories because they heard what we were talking about, and they stated how the Roe versus Wade decision affects them.
How?
And what they told me how it did. Now, my question to them was, it was taken from the congressional. My take on it was, it was taken from the congressional caucuses and made a state issue to where it gives you, the people, more power. And a lot of people disagreed. And I said, how can you disagree when it's your vote
It's
that
your vote
matters
that matters.
at the state level, but no one goes out
and vote
and votes at the state level? So therefore, I asked another question. David Duke, anybody who knows, know.
Oh, but wait, before you get to David Duke real quick, why was, when they said Roe versus Wade affected them, like what was the reason it affected them so much?
I mean, that, you know, it was a loss of, they had no other opportunity
For what?
and to have to abort the fetus.
So what you're telling me is you using,
no, it was a situation to whereas it was a potential loss of life of both mother and child, and a decision had to be made.
Okay.
But it could not be made in this state because of the change.
Right.
So they had to go to like 4 states over to make it happen.
Did it happen?
What you mean? Yeah. So they had to have it
So
happen.
what's your point?
So the point is, but my point is that then in turn, that state that you were allowed to go to, they voted for it and they were able to do it. So that means in the state that we now currently reside in, vote for it. If you can convince more people to go upon your plight and to follow your cause justly within your city or state, you have a say.
Yeah, you have more of
you
a
have
say.
more of a say, and that's what it. Oh my goodness, that's what it was all about, boy.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's like those. See, to me, that situation is a reason for having an abortion. That's a reason to have it. It's
Not
like, okay,
abortion as
birth control.
We have a problem with that.
I watched a commercial that said if you're a woman and you had an unplanned pregnancy, what pregnancy is ever unplanned? Did you not have unprotected sex? Yes or no?
So is that an unplanned?
What do you mean
I'm
unplanned? Like I don't understand when it unplanned. Like the way we speak about when it's even the commercial is not holding a woman accountable for having. It's like they're not even holding them accountable. Oh, you had an unplanned pregnancy. Like, no, did you have sex? Yes or no?
So you did that. Did you intend? Well, did you intend to have sex?
We ain't talking about rape, kid. We're not talking about rape.
Talking about that.
We talking about just you laid down, you went to the club, you had whatever you did, and you had sex with another person.
You knew there was a chance at that point.
You knew it was a chance to get pregnant.
And now that you are, what are we gonna do?
Come on, man.
We be parents.
Come on, man. That's crazy. It was
Anybody
unexpected.
that knows me, man, I welcome.
What do you mean unexpected? Did he done inside you or not?
I welcome the opportunity. If ever I get a chance to be a father, he'll say, "Dog, you tripping." But
yeah, you go out tripping. See,
there you go. But I mean, because I already told Lil K, I was like, "Look here, dog. If I have another son, I'm naming him, Kenyon. It'd be Kenyon 3. His name gonna be Trey. Kenyon Trey Sincere. So therefore, we get another opportunity to make a great one." And give a shout out to Lil K, man. That dude is doing quite well and big things at Marion County, the sheriff's department, man, or sheriff's, office, where he is a detention deputy doing what it does and helping contribute and carrying on the legacy of doing great things within his community.
So I'm gonna play this video now. This is some strong language.
And granted, we're talking about men's lives matter.
Men's lives matters too. So this was something that was said about how, one thing we talk about Democrat, Republican, we always talk about the party change, whatever. So this video kind of explains this dude pretty funny, by the way, but he cussed a lot, so it was giving y'all fair warning.
Love proving you dumbass Democrats who never read shit wrong. I don't be talking up my ass. Dude, please do more research. 1964 Civil Rights Bill. I'm gonna complete it for. What's the Democrats? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I want you to show me what part of this say the Democrats. This an amendment. Just in case you don't fucking know what an amendment is. Amendment. An article added to the U.S. Constitution. Now, an amendment plus pro. I don't have to tell you that. You read the shit for your fucking self. But let me show you what the fuck I'm talking about. This is the amendment from Congress.gov. These ain't my fucking words. Since you want to say the Democrats was the people that gave you the name. You never read shit in your life. Let me show you what the fuck you ain't read.
That's me getting excited.
The Democrat Party should be responsible for any compensation awarded, since it's the only relevant entity in today's support the institution of slavery. The only people in today's entity that support the institution of slavery. Keep reading, Ace. The support includes but not limited to the following: the Democratic Party platform in the 1800s to advocate for the institution of slavery, the Democratic Party leading a 75 calendar day filibuster against the 1964 Civil Rights Act.
to stop it?
I'm stupid though. I didn't read shit though. You let that little weird ass dude do that video. I wasn't even gonna comment on him. But since you came in my motherfucking comments, I'm gonna show your dumb ass. You don't read shit. You just full of emotion, and all you do is take your fucking cues from the goddamn TV. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah! Share that with me, please. My boy Ace, man. Give a shout out Eno's finest, man.
You know, for real?
Yeah, man.
For real?
Yeah.
We gotta get him on the show, man.
I don't know that fool number.
Oh, good. We see.
I don't call nobody from New Orleans unless we related.
No, so this
Too many people know us.
So this happened this last week. I'm putting all the videos that I saved for this week with the Obama stuff. So
Yeah, I'm finna say this with my chest. If you don't vote in this election or you vote the wrong way and you're black, you deserve everything
so what's the wrong way?
that you don't get. You deserve being overlooked for that job opportunity. You deserve getting pulled over driving while black.
DWB.
You deserve racial inequality. You deserve having to have a job with a non-livable wage. You deserve the fact that you're going to have student loan debt for the next 25 years. You deserve not being able to buy a house and build generational wealth.
So everything she said. When did the interest rates go up? Who was the president of that?
Ooh.
Like everything you said.
Who that? My boy got the bag on.
Everything you said is like from the last 4 years. That's when I checked. It was Joe Biden.
Papa Biden.
Y'all are just embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about embarrassing to yourselves. You're embarrassing to your ancestors.
What?
You're embarrassing to all of them.
To your ancestors. Dr. Martin Luther King was Republican. Oops. A lot of those people were Republican back then.
How about that? Because they were with JFK.
As we illustrated, just past the Democrats was the ones that wanted slavery. Continue.
The barriers that were broken before you were even thought about existing on this
By Republicans.
planet Earth. Y'all are embarrassing to your children and to your grandchildren that you've not even met yet. It is disgusting. Having a literacy test has got to be put back.
So notice, I mean, everyone's attacking black men, bro. Wow. But these are saying y'all don't care about black women.
This lady said black men have embarrassed Barack Obama.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
How do we embarrass?
How do we embarrass it? Because we got our own brain and we can vote. Because we don't think the way you think. Okay.
So now here we are, as the 2 weeks ago the show was. We can agree to disagree, but now we're in this temperature of commotion where people just believe just because we're different, they gotta hate you for it.
Hate you. Here we go with this one.
Before you go out there and say black men don't love black women, let me explain something to you as to why that makes zero sense. Whenever a man does something to a woman, y'all come together and unite, y'all cheer it on. But as soon as a woman does something to a man, it's crickets from the woman mountaintop. When y'all saw Tyrese on that camera crying his eyes out to see his baby, everybody laughed at him. Y'all made him a meme. When y'all saw Will Smith sitting at that table crying in front of his wife for having an affair, y'all laughed at Will Smith, called him weak, called him stupid. I've literally seen armies of women gang up on a man who found that a kid wasn't his years later and said, you should still take care of that kid, even though they never held the woman accountable for having an affair. And then women in the comments actually have the nerve to be like, you should still raise that child because you've been in this life already. No accountability when it's about y'all. Every single woman on this planet has at least one point in time curved a really good, nice black man because he was too nice. Majority of the time, y'all have did them good men the worst to be with the worst men. Black men don't love y'all because now they got these talking points and they have things to be aware of. Let a man go to jail for domestic violence and rape. Watch what they gonna do to him. Let a bunch of dudes in the middle of a city see a dude smacking a girl up and down the street. Watch what they do to that man. But they see a female beating up on a dude. They like, yo, chill. Your mind bugging. Because y'all only come together when it's about y'all, but y'all don't take the chance to stand up for the men when it's about them. Y'all laugh at it.
Tell me about your happenstance before we go on. Tell me about the happenstance, man, about the customer, man.
Oh yeah, so hold on. Oh, I gotta play this. This is the last video from the Facebook. Then we get into the meat of the bean potatoes.
Real men should never do. One, never let your woman have
male
male best friend.
He ain't gay.
Two, never fight another man over a woman.
Never.
3,
Whoop that
don't
ass.
waste your time chasing a woman who doesn't want you.
Mm.
It's not worth your energy or money. 4, don't spend a dime on a woman who brings no value to your life. She's just draining your wallet. 5, never take back a woman who left you for another man. She's only returning to ruin you. 6, don't stay with a woman who's unfaithful, ungrateful, and surrounded by other men. She will betray you. 7, don't keep a woman who constantly disrespects you. She has no place in your life. 8, never stay with a woman who despises you and wants to leave. Let her go, as real men should never do.
Happy October 17th.
So you know what's
men's
scary?
lives matter too.
You know what's scary?
What's up?
They put a picture of Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
He didn't say
AI said that.
AI said
AI said all that.
All of that. That is so scary.
That's that Samuel L. Jackson, man. 2 years ago, we talked about Samuel L. Jackson and Howard Stern talking about anime.
Man,
that has become our reality, brother.
Man,
that's some scary shit.
Man, he said none of that, yo.
None of that.
None of that was said
But
by
somebody
him.
said it, and it has some very good meaning.
Suck me off no more. So I'm
Take
running
one out
on
down
the
bathroom floor.
I don't even remember if I locked the door. And honestly, I don't even care anymore. Cause when you marry a girl, she starts sucking your cock.
Yeah.
Somebody told me for a time tonight. Now I'm stuck in the toilet just rubbing one off. All alone again with my crusty old sock. Baby, baby, why'd you stop that magic non-stop and top? It really was your claim to fame, but you retired from the game. I never even get the walk. Those wedding vows were all a flop. That wedding ring is all to blame. This country hand don't feel the same.
We don't know the right space to.
That's AI wrote that.
Hey, so yeah,
And
we got
sung it and
that. We
produced
could
it.
use that.
So, topic of the day, men lives matter, man. So I met a guy on one of my stops this week, and he needed some work done on the house, whatever. He was talking about, man, go easy on me, brother, man. I got, I'm divorced. I just got divorced, and so as I'm explaining stuff to him, we kind of walking outside. I said, hey, man, let's let you know, brother, man, that you're not alone. And he was like, well, I said, yeah, I said, I just went through a divorce too, man. So actually, we got a podcast. We kind of talk about, going things that we go through and all that kind of stuff, man. It's really a safe space for men, man, to come and, email us or talk about your frustrations or whatever, man, what you're going through. Because, I mean, just sometimes hearing what other people go through, like yourself, man, it kind of gives you hope, man, that if you see us come out on the other side, man, you too can do it too. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a bunch of rainy days, man. But no, our slogan is win by winning. We keep striving, we keep going, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that we win by winning, man. So I shot him the podcast, and he came and he listened to it, and he texted me and was like, man, you have no idea that what that meant, hearing that from y'all and listen to these
Because
shows.
so many brothers don't realize that other men have gone through similar, if not worse, stories than you. And something that always resonated within me, man, there's always somebody going through something worse than you. Like I can sit here and compare notes and it'd be like, damn, but I'm sure the phone will ring or we'll get a message where somebody will have something to top what the hell I didn't talk about. And granted, a lot of things are self-inflicted from allowing oneself to remain in a situation where A, you're not wanted, or B, your presence is no longer required. That's exit stage left.
Right.
But as we know, everything happens for a reason. And a lot of times, especially nowadays, man, it is all about the lesson. And it is about that Morgan Freeman skit on Bruce Almighty 2, which I'm probably going to watch that tonight, man. And it is just, man, when you pray for patience, does God give you patience? No, he gives you moments to be patient in. And man, I kept saying it for this whole length of this time, and that just truly resonated with me today, because I've said it time and time again. I remember in the infancy of everything, I was like, God, why me? Why me? God answered, and the answer was, well, why not you? You know, why not utilize you as an example to show other people what I have brought you through, and to have you come out at the end stronger than you were at the beginning. And there lies the blessing for me, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, the whole point of it all is for you to have some sort of like path to follow.
Mhm.
And when you go through this stuff, do you learn from it? That's the whole question.
Do you learn from it? And thank you. Do you learn from it? Because a lot of times we continue to, man, I was told that as men who've gone through stuff a lot, or people that have gone through, some men or women, a lot of times, man, we attract the same thing, the same type of people that we are, whether it be broken for whatever the reason or codependent upon another one's existence. You know, I sleep with like 9 pillows in the bed, plus y'all will laugh, man, plus the little neck pillow and a kid friendly fluffy pillow. I sleep with it all in the bed just for comfort. And I believe, you know, when God chooses to bless me with that said person, however long it may take, you know, I probably will do it 10 times if I had to, like Dr. Harden say, you know, he got it right on the 10th time, man. And he's 74 years old, still rolling strong, doing the thing, but he now has the best thing that has ever happened to him. Granted, she's about the same age as his daughter, but you know, that is a miracle and a blessing in itself, to see somebody who's had 9 other wives and a story to tell. Man, I can't wait to let you sit down, and next time you see him, man, we're gonna talk about it. He will definitely give you all the insight of women trying to murder him, poison him, assault him, abduct and kidnap him to walk in on said lady with a equine in the barn. Like, he has seen and done it all, man. So nothing surprises me. And now I know, like he said, you know, my emotional tank is empty, and it's time for Big K to fill Big K's cup, and just focus on me being, again, the very best version that I can be for myself. At the end of the day, no one's going to come and save us. And a lot of times we as men, she did this. And, you know, to this brother and to the other brothers that have listened to the show recently, thank y'all for the follows and the support. Man, these people have said, she, man, we got to stop hitting the she button. And fellas, it's time to start hitting the me button.
The me button, my thing is this, man, is just gonna sound crazy, and it's gonna come off a certain way. I already know how it's gonna come off, and I don't even care. The thing is this: at some point, you gotta stop putting your faith in their hands. And
that's where being a leader is. You know what?
So what it is, we always tell you, men, stop going into women's situation. Stop following them, moving in with them, going where they go. Stop doing that shit. Get them to come to your situation. If you don't want to move in your house, y'all buy a house together.
And we sell our house or we rent them out.
Yeah, or whatever the case may be, man. But don't be shacking up going to jail, because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, man. Argument comes.
Control.
You the one getting out, bro.
No matter what.
And not only are you not getting out, you didn't pay bills and everything. You got sweat equity in that house. And when it's time, because it wasn't your house, because you had nothing to do with it, when it's time for you to go, all that equity you put into that house financially, you get zero out of it.
Unless you're married. And it depends on the state.
Yeah, even if you married, man, you still want.
The ball has to move 10 yards, so that's a flag, right?
Even if you're married, he recovered. Even if you are married, you know what I'm saying? You know,
that's that home cooking. That dude did not get that ball.
You know what I'm saying?
They're like, it's the last minute and a half. Let the Saints have it.
So, you know, it's one of those things where you have to stop going into their situation and bringing them into your situation. Stop letting them lead you, because they're not built to lead.
They're not built to lead. And granted, there's so many women out here just so you know, we are more than aware that you guys have been doing it for however long it is that you've been doing it. But when you get
But
us,
why?
you get, well, just the whole point is the fact that they are.
Why?
But saying when they meet a guy like us, we come
But
already
we
equipped.
have to ask the question: Why are you doing it by yourself? Why?
At the end of the day, choices. It is
Why?
always going to be that.
But I have a right to ask why.
Yeah, you always have a right to ask
Like,
why.
why are you doing this by you? Why? What's the reason? And I listen to the reason that you give me, which I already know is with 90% of what it's going to be, is because everyone else has failed you. But it's like, okay, well, what's your role in the situation?
How were you complicit in the situation that
what's
helped
your role
you get there?
Yeah.
And granted, there are some few people that are women that will actually tell you their parts in it, and they know that they need to do the work on themselves. And that's where, if there's work to be done, I kind of, stagger and fall back, because if there's work to be done, what are we doing? Why are we even here?
But that's one part of it, man. But also the question is you have to look at the situation like this, man. Like we did a whole episode on clearance. Like we all on clearance. We all, at this point in our lives, we all scratch and dent. We all got some things that's wrong with us, man. That's made us who we are today. And the question has to be had that if you want to move forward with individuals, man, you have to accept me. We old dogs. There ain't no new tricks being learned.
I'm 42.
So it's accept us as we are, and I'm gonna accept you as you are. The way I look at it now is I'm looking for someone that their level of craziness or whatever they got going on it stays within my it stays in my tolerable margins.
Yeah.
As long as you stay in that area.
Hold on, time out. He said tolerable margarines.
Margarines. Yeah, more margins. Margins.
Margarine is the stuff in
the margins. I know, right? Tolerable margins. As long as you stay in the
amendments.
I know, right? I know, right? As long as you stay in my tolerable margins, then we good. But once you go outside of those margins, I'm out, dog. I'm not dealing with that.
And I don't think people should have to deal with it, but I do believe sometimes the conversation needs to be had. Look, this is where we are. How do we not go here, and what do we need to do to move and become better as one? And that's definitely important. And meaning, as a unit, I've always been a firm believer in this team us against the world. But something that we thought about, man, how about, be team me? If I know you support me, I will always be here to do what it is that I'm supposed to do as far as for us. It's never for me.
See, a lot of times, man, and we you and I fell victim to this, and I learned it ain't team us, man.
I wanted it to be.
It's not, and it can't be team us, man. It has to be team you. You are the one that's going to carry everything. You're going to carry the weight. You're going to carry the responsibility. You're going to carry the burden. It's you. So it has to be team. You got to be team me, and I'll make sure that team we is good. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it has to rock, yo. And if it don't rock that way, then it ain't gonna work, man. Because when you saying team us, that means that you're relying on them to do certain things that they're not capable of doing on a consistent basis, man. It's just not that way. And I know I can hear them now. Well, I do it this way. Like, no, you don't.
I mean, let me ask though. But when you say that, I can't say that they're not capable. They are not capable of doing everything that we're.
You keep saying that they capable. You keep
women
trying
are capable for doing the things that women decide to do within their roles, and there are some that know their genderfied roles. They know how to be a submissive woman. There are a few that know how to be subservient to being that helpmate and aiding in my support system. Like we talked about before, if I'm the head, women the body. Well, the body can't go nowhere the head don't do. Like I told the lady the other day, I said, raise your hand. And she raised her hand. I said, guess what? Without you having the thought within your head, your hand would never have raised. If you brain dead, your body's dead. So therefore, as the head, I have to be responsible with guiding us and giving us the direction that we need to go on together. Now, granted, I don't know very many women that, well, you know what? I do. And they all help raise me. and you do too, because your mother was an amazing woman. I wish to God you got to meet my mom. But like I said, I didn't tell you this. So Big C, give a shout out to Big C, aka another real man that matters, leading the charge with all 3 of his children. Man, this dude sat me down, opened his cell phone, showed me a picture, and he gonna show you too. He gonna say, AJ, who's this guy look like? And you're gonna look at the picture, and you're like, that dude look like you. Tell me why my mom just told me I got an older brother. What? And he ain't know about it? This dude over 50 years old, and you just find out today? Wow. So that means the guys that we all feel under is that our moms can do no wrong. Nah, my mom did too. Here, don't tell your daddy about what I'm putting in the trunk underneath the spare tire, all the stuff I done bought. But yet and still bills were needed to be had. And like you used to say, your mom was at it too. And like Big Bro would always defend mom and say, well, man, you just don't know the things mom had to make last and stretch. But your father back in that time was still making good money for the time we lived in.
If you go back and look at it, man, everything that you see from our parents, people see, it's just the nature of women, dog. It's just the nature. Ain't nothing changed, dog.
And so that's not a bad thing. That's just what it is. And once you can
change, but
like
the
you
fashion,
just told me,
man.
if I can accept, that is where I am struggling, and I am a work in progress. Anybody who knows me knows I am healing. I am not healed. And you just know that it is a part of the process of growth and understanding to identify where we are today as a society and as men, and the men that we choose to be. You know, anybody that knows us, man, which is why I love the people that I call family. Blood doesn't necessarily make people family. People who know you and know your heart and know what you're capable of in the regards of being a man of value. Those are the things and the moments that matter. So make sure you surround yourself with people that can rock with you in that regard, man.
But also, man, like, you know, I guess how I speak, my delivery
delivery is a big part.
Is a brace, but I don't care about that, man. It's like, listen, if you caught up on that, then we are adults, man, and you can listen and take what I'm saying and not take it to heart and understand that it's not coming from a place of malice. It's just direct. And yeah, if you look at a lot of women that listen to this show, all I ask is, man, is look yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself. And if you honest with yourself, you will see, like, I'm not telling no lies, man. Like, yeah, I done that.
Tell me, where did I lie? That should always be.
Did he lie? And no one could. They just keep talking over me or try to. It's like, but you still ain't tell me where I lied at. Where I lie at? Like, I'm not lying. You want to give me circumstances? You want to tell me this is because of this?
In this situation,
you want to give me
all
where we
lied.
That? I don't care about none of that. Just tell me why I'm lying. Mm-hmm. Tell me why I'm wrong. And then once you tell me if I'm wrong, I'm open-minded. Somebody say, you know what? I guess I might be a little bit off. But I don't feel like I am, because in my experience, man, what I've seen is that, and as men, it comes from us, man. We have to be the leaders, man. And too many times we want to become inclusive. We want to be this way and that way. And we want to give the reins to them and say, well, you know, you can handle this over here. And then you be fucked up, maybe down some other street that you're like, how the hell I get on this street? You know what I'm saying? Because you was delegating things that you should have been handling yourself, man.
Absolutely, man. Self-sufficiency is the role.
That's it, man.
When people say be selfish, I need to be self-sufficient.
No, and also, man,
and selfless.
You gotta treat them like you don't need them. Bro. I know I always say need, I don't need, but the way I look at it is like,
I have to be able to do this on my own.
My Shiga, if you leave me, just understand that one monkey don't stop no show. You can walk out tomorrow, and I'm gonna still be efficient, and the machine gonna keep moving forward. Whether you on the bus or off the bus is still moving, and that's the way you have to look at it. When people look at you that way, like, damn, if he leave, he's still gonna be good. Yeah, you damn right.
I'm gonna be all right without you.
Without you.
Now y'all can't see us now. Well, I just pulled up a picture of Victor Newman on Young and the Restless
They put
in
1909.
1909, and then there's him in 2019. He still look the same. He a vampire. That cat's still on the soap operas, man.
You know what I'm saying? But
Victor doing it.
But no, what I'm saying is like we have to be leaders, man.
Absolutely.
And we stop being followers, stop falling to this feminist narrative. And if they want to do it by themselves, then go ahead.
Go ahead, do it by yourself.
But it ain't got nothing to do with me, man.
I mean, on the dating apps or dating app, because I've done it once, it's kind of funny, man. I remember in the profile, I was like, to the do-it-yourselfers, you need to stay by yourself and eat your own ass. That's what you need to do. Do-it-yourselfers need not apply.
But the thing is this, man. Like I don't even want to show up on their radar, man. Like I don't even show up on their radar because it's like we're not gonna work. So that's fine. Like I don't.
It's okay. We're not for everybody.
That's how. Again, I'm not for everybody. I don't have to be for everybody, nor do I want to be for everybody.
Right.
I understand that, yo. I always say all the time, man, the one for me will listen to the message and it will hit them right in the forehead. Like, damn, that's where I need to be. Everybody else, I should go above them, below them, around them. That ain't who I'm talking to, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be in a position to be nobody's bitch, man. That ain't gonna happen, yo. Whether you with me, against me, or without me, I'm still gonna do the same thing I've been doing always, and that's moving forward.
Hey man, your boy dove into a little bit of just information and spiritual information. I was looking for stuff to help me progress forward, because my mother always used to say, "Boy, you are such a procrastinator." I'm on straight CP time. How you like that? Color people time. But it was excuses to help kill procrastination, like scriptures to help you kill procrastination, man, like Psalms 119 9 through 11, Matthew 5 chapters 27 through 30, Romans 13 14, 1 Corinthians chapter 6 chapter 6 18 through 20, Ephesians chapter 4 verse 17 through 24, and 2 Timothy verses 2 through 22. Man, those things were very profound and helping jumpstart my mojo this week, because your boy definitely was in need of some higher power. I got one. I mean, because I am not on the Wi-Fi all during the week, so I only got one from the Peanut Gallery this week. And let's see here. As we cue up the music, man, just know we will definitely, man, it's been a struggle, man. AT&T talking about it's gonna be 3 weeks before my phone situation can be fixed. So how do you respond to someone that says to you, "I don't like you"?
All right, read the comments.
Let's see here. Cherie say, "How I respond depends on the context and my relationship with that person." Aaron says, "I'd probably laugh because it has to be a joke, but I did meet a woman who said that out of fear of rejection, I had to explain to her that I am not the man who says things I don't mean. If I say I love you, I love you. Sometimes we don't stop to understand why the person says negative things they say as yet. And yes, I know we are too old to play games, but the one thing I have learned over time is, like I've always said, if everybody like you, you doing something wrong."
My question would be, why do you even care?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Tamika says, while I give them penetrating stare that says, "Get the fuck out of here."
Right.
Jamal Kenya says, "I literally don't care and it doesn't bother me. I'm used to being hated on." Absolutely. And that was it from the Peanut Gallery.
All right, we're going to get into the top 5 at 5, man.
Man, what about you? You got any more brews and reviews?
No, that was it, man. I just told you about that.
I showed, man, I hit you up earlier. And I said, look at the sky, look at the sky. Man, there was 2 flashes of light in the sky while I was driving. And you would think it's a plane, but it was just sitting there. And I pulled over on the side of the road, the highway, and it stayed there above that line in the sky. It was just there. Nothing else was in the sky. Nothing was moving. I sat there and used that guardrail as a point of reference. It stayed. I wish I videoed it, but it stayed there, man. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, man, it's happening.
I was like, what? And I got a picture, y'all. It looked like some lips. I mean, I can't turn it to the side, but
I mean, you making fun about Apple phone.
Yeah, but I mean, bruh, I mean, it's an iPhone. I can see the moon. Don't give me that.
See
there you go with that.
The AI version of the
That's not the AI version of the moon. Well, tonight's 5 at 5 is brought to you by two black men in the Hall of Champions. And man, you know, I hope y'all holding on to your seats, because man, it took a lot of depth for me to come up with these, man. And fellas and ladies, cuffing season has officially started. Big Spoon Theory. Heat on back, meat on the crack. Forget Netflix and chill. I'm trying to Hulu and do you. IMAX and Climax. Amazon Prime and Nasty Time.
Number 4.
God doesn't bless who you pretend to be. God blesses who you are. Just know that the universe will right itself. There is no dark, no light. There is only the force.
Number 3.
Oh, my pages were stuck together. No pun intended. Man. When a flashlight goes dim, you don't just throw it away. You change the batteries. When your person finds themselves in the dark place, do you cast them aside? Of course not. You help them change their batteries. Some need AA, attention and affection. Some need AAA, attention, affection, and acceptance. Some need C, compassion. Some need D, pause, direction. And if they still don't shine, simply sit with them quietly and share your light.
Some of those need triple D.
Number what, man?
Number 2.
That ain't number 2. That was
number 3. This number 2.
Nah, we already did Comfort Season, God at 3. So, oh yeah, my man, number 2.
God damn, let me do my
job. The 5 L's: life and love, laughter. Life without laughter is cold, mean. Can cause breakups of families, but laughter with love is joy and happiness. Labor with love, without love is a chore, but labor with love is bliss. Listening without love is empty sound that clanging gong, words that mean nothing. Listening with love is understanding. And
number 1.
Here's the truth. Being handsome doesn't keep a woman. Being honest doesn't keep a woman. Being loyal doesn't keep a woman. Treating a woman well doesn't keep a woman. Being there for her doesn't keep a woman. Caring about her doesn't keep a woman. Making effort doesn't keep a woman. Paying attention to her doesn't keep a woman. Spending time with her doesn't keep a woman. Staying awake doesn't keep a woman. You can have the best of intentions. You can be the most sincere, and you can be a good man, and you still wouldn't be able to keep her. Because the only way to keep a woman is if that woman wants to be kept by you. Know when to let go and know when to walk away.
So basically, it's a crapshoot.
Amen.
Hey, man, it's AK-40, some men of a certain age, man. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks again for supporting the show. All we ask is you tell 2 people about the show, man.
Hey, man, just pray that the gremlins be gone.
Hey, man, if you own Facebook, man, just do us a favor, man. Go over
and my Saints lost 33.
Go over to YouTube and hit that like and subscribe button, man. We're trying to get this YouTube thing jumping, man. We're trying to get a
I mean, we
path
got
to
the
1,000.
camera going, everything going good.
1,000 subscribers, man. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers.
Help
man,
us
by
get
next
to
year,
1,000, man. So share, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely. Go, just go to YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button, man. That's all we
definitely
ask.
appreciate y'all, man. We might have a little song for y'all. You sent me one, dog. I really appreciate that because that song has got me through the week, man. It was by Dax.
Yeah, yo. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that on the way out, yo.
Man, and we do not FaceTubes own the rights to this music, so therefore you can't see us, but you might be able to hear us, man. And this song is so moving and powerful, man, and it means absolutely everything. Listen to the words, y'all. Listen to the words. I mean, just because, man, it moves you from the soul and the spirit. If you are a man, definitely, boy. Everybody giving a shout out and love to Coach Payton, man. Sean Payton, homecoming, whipped the shit out of my Saints because he knew our game plan. That's why he's who he is, man.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna play the song on the way out. Let me see if I can find it. It's up there.
Oh, you should have just went to the message you sent me.
Yeah, here it is.
There you go.
The lyrics, man, he ain't telling no lies.
Yeah, she says she wants a real man. One who opens up the door, holds her hand and still smiles when he feels bad. In control of his emotions, wears his heart on his sleeve, but don't get mad. One who gives her all his time, puts his dreams to the side and gets a real bag. Yeah, she says she wants a real man, but what she wants is not for real, man. Realest story ever told. Can't have a man who's making money, always home. Hard like a truck, that's why he's always on the road, providing everything you need to live the life you say you want. Can't have a man who wears his heart on a sleeve that won't rip once a while at the seams, especially if you never take the time to look into his eyes and hear him when he silently screams. Yeah, she says she wants a real man. One who opens up the door, holds her hand and still smiles when he feels bad. In control of his emotions, wears his heart on his sleeve, but don't get mad. One who gives her all his time, puts his dreams to the side and gets a real bag. Yeah, she says she wants a real man, but what she wants is not for real, man. That movie that she wanted was a dream and not reality, or something that she got. She put that man up on a pedestal, discards him when she found out he was human and he dropped. He's not perfect, but oh, he tries to live up to her beautiful lies. But as time goes by, you'll realize the man he once knew on the inside him died. Yeah, she says she wants a real man. One who opens up the door, holds her hand and still smiles when he feels bad. In control of his emotions, wears his heart on his sleeve, but don't get mad. One who gives her all his time, puts his dreams to the side and gets a real bag. Yeah, she says she wants a real man, but what she wants is not for real, man. Love is patient, love is kind, can be evil and also blind. God made man, then said in life, he'll find good things when he finds his wife. So as a real man, broken and confused, struggling, not knowing what to do, he dove to the bottom of the bottle, drowned in his sorrows, and prayed one day she would rescue. By stop pointing out all his mistakes, be the place he felt safe to express the emotions the world said he can't. He's the rock that she needs, but she hammers away at the love that he has, like she wants it to break. Despite all of the pain, twisted and changed, trying to become the whole picture she paints, till she woke up one day, said she's walking away, looked him dead in the face and then screamed. Yeah, she says she wants a real man. One who opens up the door, holds her hand and still smiles when he feels bad. In control of his emotions, wears his heart on his sleeve, but don't get mad. One who gives her all his time, puts his dreams to the side and gets a real bag. Yeah, she says she wants a real man, but what she wants is not for real, man.
Man, this has been AK-47, the men of a certain age.
All
man.
great things have a small beginning. You only die once, so live every day.
And you're listening to AK-47.
Something's got a hold on me lately. Oh, I don't know myself.
Club Dub. shit. We ain't even on, we still on Facetune. We don't own the rights, and y'all can't see us partying. Y'all know what song is coming next.
How many times did I tell you I'm no good at being alone?
I ain't drank yet
It's
either.
taking a toll on me, trying my best to keep from tearing the skin off my bones. Don't you know how to control when you're not next to me? I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control when you're not next to me. Yeah, you're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me. Problematic. Problem is, I want your body like a fiend, like a bad habit. Bad habits hard to break when I'm with you. Yeah, I know I can do it on my own, but I want that real full moon, black magic, and it takes two. Problematic. Problem is, when I'm with you, I'm an addict, and I need some relief. My skin ain't your teeth, can't see the forest through the trees. Got me down on my knees, darling, please. Oh, I lose control when you're not next to me. I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control when you're not here with me. Yeah, you're breaking my heart, baby.
Hey, we got another one for y'all, man. In Facetunes, we do not own the rights. I'm sorry.
I thought it was a picture. It was a damn.
I know, right? But yeah, man, we definitely still are men of a certain age, and we love certain music moves you, man. Like I told him before he heard, yeah. What happened? Big Bruh calling.
Showing you lessons.
Remix. God has a way of showing you lessons.
Raheem Devon. God has a funny way of showing what is meant to be. Had to learn everything I was meant to see wasn't meant for me. I guess I had to fall many times in love. Cause all them bruises made me strong enough. See you, see who you are. Before I just play too many games to see this blessing in front of me. Thank God he opened up my eyes. Now I realize everyone that let me down led me to you. Oh baby, all the sleepless nights, all the heartbreak I had led me to you.
Yes, I can read music.
If I never went through it, I'd have never found a love like that. Growing up in time, it's a blessing. And I wait for more day running round. I wanna miss this. Not you, baby. No. The heart of the woman that you are surely shine through you. God must have saved me for you. I used to dread the love I lost. It was barely
just a blemish.
Now that life led me God intended this. Now I realize everyone that let me down led me to you. Oh, baby, all them sleepless nights, all the heartbreak I had led me to you. And if I never went through it, I would never find a love like you.
Like a rolling stone. Papa was a rolling stone. Running a fast lane, never looking back.
Well, Saints fans, get the hell up out there. He's like, I gotta go to work in the morning. It's Thursday.
Oh, you struck my heart like lightning boom. So I'm grateful, baby. I'm grateful, baby. So realize.
Everyone that let me down, led me to you,
baby. You came as a blessing, what a lesson when I realized all the heartbreak I had led me to you. Heartbreak, if I never went through it, would have never felt a love like you.
Listen. Every bad choice only made for the thorough checklist. Every wrong turn showed me there's a clear direction. I had to let it go and let God do. If it was up to me, I would have never knew this magic. Best thing happened to me. Life's fast, but with you in my past. And just see, no losses, we just live and learn. And though I can't say every love affair was perfect, but every painful day and late night was worth it. Took me a while, but I realized everyone that let me down led me to you. Led me to you, baby. Oh, baby. All the sleepless nights, all the heartbreak I had led me to you, led me to you, baby. If I never went through it, I'd have never found a love like you.
The sky was always blue, blue, and now it's you, baby. The sun seems to shine, shine. I needed ups and downs to realize now that you're around.
I guess I needed
I can help but thank God for you, baby. Now I see, guess I had to realize everyone that let me down, led me to you, led me to you. Oh, baby, all the sleepless nights, all the heartbreak I had led me to you, led me to you. And if I never went through it, I would never find a love like you. Everyone that let me down, led me to you. I never found a love like you.
Thank y'all again, man. Y'all have a good night. Love.